All right, welcome into the Chase and Big Joe show right here on 102.5 The Game, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. Chase McCabe, another speaking engagement. He's off today. Dr. Crane's in studio. Brando behind the board. It's a beautiful day. Dr. Crane, how are we, pal?
Fantastic. I mean, how can you not be happy? It's beautiful outside.
You know what kind of day this is?
What kind of day is it?
It's a Chamber of Commerce kind of day.
Commerce?
Right? Commerce? I said it wrong?
Commerce?
Commerce.
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 What's commerce?
What am I saying? Commerce, right?
Commerce.
Commerce.
Yeah, earth.
Good
More
God.
emphasis on earth.
Can we start, Brando? Redo the open again. Let's go back to this. All right, welcome into the Chase and Big Joe show. We're trying not to use words we cannot pronounce today, but a lot of fun. No, we got a fun show for you planned till 3 o'clock today. 2 o'clock, Mike Keith is going to join us. He is the special VIP for the Nashville Cats game on Saturday in Clarksville, which is I'm telling you, it's a big game in Clarksville. It's for #1 seed in the AFL, and they play Albany, and Mike's going to join us at 2 o'clock today. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, I haven't spoken with him in a while, so this will be fun.
He said to tell you hi.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, he said, tell that young man hi. So I would assume it was you. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be.
Right?
I mean, if he's talking to you, it's definitely me. I mean,
1 o'clock, our good friend Barrett Hobbs, who owns Scoreboard Bar and Grill, is going to join us. Evidently, there's this thing happening with the NFL and sports bars, which is they've gone before Congress. It's a big deal for sports bars. Like some sports bars are like, this is going to kill our business because of the different streaming channels, Amazon, Peacock, on, Netflix, and then you got to buy subscriptions for those, and you got to figure out on your TV. And it's become this really big quagmire for a lot of sports bars. It's a big deal. I mean, CNBC had a report on it, and so Barrett's going to talk to us about how it's affecting sports bars across America with NFL on Sunday, which is a big deal because you get these big, huge parties that show up to watch football. Well, if you can't watch football, those parties aren't showing up. They're not spending $5,000. You're losing all that stuff. So it's a big deal.
Right, because all these giant restaurant corporations, they have exclusive deals with like DirecTV or whatever for that Sunday ticket or whatever it is. I know it's on YouTube TV, but restaurants still have a certain deal with DirecTV in that case.
Yeah.
So when you have people at home having YouTube TV to watch all the games, along with the Peacocks, the Amazons, the Netflixes of the world, you're spending about half of what you think.
Well, what's better, getting with your buddies and going to a bar and watching the game? But if you can't watch a game, you're not going to the sports bar.
I agree. I feel like so many people have desensitized themselves from doing anything social. Like, why are we trying to get to the new norm of watching everything from home?
Yeah.
Go outside, touch grass, enjoy the world, and enjoy your friends in front of you.
Well, I mean, you got a 90-inch screen at home. I get all that. But sometimes you want to get with your buddies if you're a big, like there's a big Packers club here and a Buffalo Bills watch Cleveland Browns. They all gather in mass at some sports bar to watch that. And if you can't find the game or you're not paying for Amazon when it should be on DirecTV, the Sunday ticket on DirecTV and YouTube TV, perfect.
Right.
So now they've gone beyond and more. It's just about greed, man. And it just really drives me kind of crazy. So we got that planned for today. It's a fun show. Listen, I love our weather people in Nashville on TV. I love them all, right? I mean, they do a great job. All of them. But this is me on my soapbox just for a second. They always get so giddy when there are storms coming. You ever notice that?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, today's sunny and 80. But tomorrow, though, we got a 3% chance of some weather rolling. They get so excited that it's going to rain. I'm watching right now on a channel, and they're very excited it's going to rain. In fact, they led their newscast off at noon with potential rain tomorrow. Tomorrow! Right?
Well, I love how everybody connotates the rain with the flowers and your grass and what else? The garden.
Yeah.
Like, look, I'm an old person in my brain. I'm probably 98 years old, give or take. At least. Every time I watch the news and I hear they lead off with it might rain tomorrow, I'm thinking, yes, my fig trees are going to get some water.
Right. I don't need it to lead a newscast off. I do it in the weather sec. Now, if there's severe weather coming, I get it. But rain, no. I mean, they're really – but this is not here.
Let's be honest,
I've watched this around the country. They get so excited.
Let's be honest. When you watch the news, what are you looking for?
See who the hottest chick is?
Well, It's not the answer I was looking for. It's the weather.
Right.
I'm the guy that looks for the weather.
I get it on my app.
So I know, but if you some people want to hear it from the horse's mouth.
I get it.
So you want to hear it from a chief meteorologist? I want to hear it from them.
But they're so excited. I mean, they're like Christmas time. They just like, a little rain tomorrow. I was like, okay.
You heard this little like Christmas jingle thing that Rex wrote about when he was with the Tennessean a while back?
No.
He mentioned it on their show this morning. Apparently he sang some of his little jingles.
Oh, did he?
Yesterday morning.
Big fan of Robbie and Rex Road.
And then he talked about his experience with his daughter driving down the interstate, listening to Ella Langley. So I'm thinking maybe that should be the new thing for Rex Road. An Ella Langley and a Joe Rex Road collaboration for a Christmas album.
That would be pretty good. I wouldn't buy it, but I'd listen.
To be honest with you, I think there's a following out there for Joe Rex Road. Our listeners would probably agree with that.
But he needs we'd have to give him a nickname like the Rexinator. I mean, something like,
it's Rocks Road. I mean, I think Scott Stapp already put that together. It's Rocks Road.
It is.
Rocks Road and Langley.
In fact, when Chris Stapp from Creed said that to Haley.
Scott Stapp, right?
Scott Stapp, yeah. Said Robbie and Rocks Road. I was mad because, like, why didn't I think of that? Right? Why did I not think about Robbie and Rocks Road? That is the greatest name.
So genuine, just organic, natural.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Simple, like Rocks Road.
It is. We'll have a lot of fun, but we're going to get into I'm fascinated by two things now in the sports world. College baseball, the Georgia-Texas game last night. Georgia won 2-0. Normally I'd be like, 2-0. That was a great baseball game last night. If you're not watching the College World Series and you're itching for some kind of sports, and it's weird for me because I'm not a big baseball fan, but I'm watching almost every pitch in the College World Series.
I thought these pitchers were just spot on last night. I believe Texas was throwing, a no-hitter or a perfect game through 4.
Something like that.
There were 15 strikeouts in the first 3 innings.
Crazy.
I mean, 3 up, 3 down, 6 up, 6 down, 9 up, 9 down. I'm like, holy cow.
On both sides.
Yeah, on both. I'm like, holy cow, what's going on?
And then Texas brings in this absolute bull in the 7th, 8th, and 9th and couldn't hit him. And he fell off the mound and got a balk. And I'm like, that dude falls down. Omaha is going to crumble. He was huge.
He was massive.
Nobody could hit him. And so it was great. Watch it. So tonight we got Georgia, Oklahoma. It's elimination game for Georgia. They got to be Oklahoma twice. Oklahoma's in the winner's bracket.
That's right. Yeah, because they lost in the semifinals.
Right. Is the other side West Virginia and North Carolina?
Correct.
And is that just it?
I believe so, yeah. Because then that means West Virginia has to win twice because they lost to North Carolina. That was a 5-2 game, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
And let's be fair. There were a few plays in that West Virginia, North Carolina game to where if West Virginia gets 1 or 2 hits, that's probably a different ball game.
Oh, sure it is.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong. North Carolina is a really good ball club, but when you have a team like West Virginia, that's the darling of the tournament.
Right.
You got to watch out for them.
I got to tell you, and one of my best friends is a huge North Carolina fan, and I texted him last night, and I'm like, those Carolina uniforms, absolutely beautiful. Now, all the uniforms are unique, and they're fine, but something about those Carolina uniforms are just absolutely beautiful. And I don't know why. I mean, is it the blue and white? Looks like heaven? Looks like the Florida Keys? I don't know. Maybe that's why.
The angelic baseball players. I don't know. It's just that you're right. There's something about the uniform.
Yeah.
There's something about that blue, that Carolina blue. I know a lot of teams in Major League Baseball use a certain color that's similar to that. I know St. Louis Cardinals use the powder blue. Milwaukee Brewers use some form of that type of blue.
Cardinals do that?
Oh, yeah. Saturday is their powder blue when they're on the road.
Okay.
So that goes dating back to like the 70s.
Oh, wow.
So
it looked great last night. All right. As we do every time on the first segment, our question of the day.
Oh,
right.
Boy.
So this is our question, and I'm interested to hear from everybody. You guys are always great with the interaction. 615-737-1025. Call or text. We actually like you to call because we like talking to you and see how you're doing. But you can text if you don't want to call in. Our question of the day is, and I want you to weigh on this, what is a food you will never eat again, no matter how hungry you are? What is a food you will never eat again, no matter how hungry you are? Dr. Crane, what is a food you will never eat again, no matter how hungry you are?
Hard-boiled eggs. Just gross.
Really?
Diabolical. For people that eat those, you are diabolical to society.
Why do you not like them? Because you're gassy afterwards?
No, not just that. The flavor, the texture.
All right.
There's something about like that outer texture of the hard-boiled egg. It just is. I don't know.
But don't you crack it? And you don't eat the hard-boiled egg, do you? But you crack it.
No, you crack it out of the shell.
Is it the work too much for you?
No, it's not that. It's just that I don't like the texture of it. Again, I'm not really a texture guy when it comes to food. I just kind of what's there. I just inhale it on the plate. But that one in specific, I cannot do.
So you'll never eat hard-boiled eggs?
I tried them once when I was
right.
I think when I was 7 or 8. I have not eaten them since.
Oh, Brando, what is a food you will never, ever eat again, no matter how hungry you are?
This is going to be a random one way out of left field. Souse. It might be the most disgusting, foul thing that I have ever tasted in my life.
I'm sorry, what?
What is it? Sauce?
Souse.
What the hell is souse?
It's like this. It's hard to really describe.
Well, hell yeah, it is. I've never heard of it. What is souse?
I will look up the definition of it, but it's my mom got it one time when I was a kid, and she gave me some just because, you're a curious child. You want to try new things. It is the most disgusting thing I have ever had in my life. Give me 2 minutes or less, and I will look it up.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by souse. I thought he said salsa.
I thought it was sauce. I was like, is it a slang for sauce?
Souse meat is a traditional savory cold cut made from slow cooked pork.
I've eaten pork. I mean, I've never heard of souse. Now, I've told people to go south if you're going to Franklin, 65 South.
Yeah, it's kind of like this tanginess to it and all these spices. It's horrible.
So
you're blessed to have never heard of it.
Is it like I want to say, is it more like Mediterranean food where you have like the shawarma? You know what I'm talking about? What
the hell's that? Where have I been my whole life? South and shawarma? Sounds like a law firm.
Our guy Sam up the street where we eat at that place, remember? They offer shawarma.
Is it gyro, or
hero?
Gyro.
South is it does have like a European context to it. It's like a 12th century European food, basically.
I want to know what this looks like.
Yeah, now
I'll send you guys a picture.
Now I need to know what shawarma is. Is that something from Spaceballs?
No.
May the shawarma be with you? I am completely.
It's common in a lot of like Euro restaurants, Greek places.
Yeah.
You just said hero.
Gyro.
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 Gyro?
Gyro. Yeah, gyro.
Like yearbook. Gyro.
Gyro. Okay. So it's not gyro.
No.
All right.
No, it's not gyro. Good Lord.
For me, I've told them the story. It's green bean casserole. I will never, ever eat. If that's the last meal, I'll just rather die, because it was in college. I was hammered one night. I get in at 2 a.m. I'm hungry. I ate this entire plate of green bean casserole. I was sick for a week. And just the mention of green bean casserole drives me insane. I will never, ever, ever, ever eat green bean casserole.
That's what that is.
Ever.
Sauce. Yeah, no.
That looks worse than Soylent Green.
For the people that are watching on the stream,
it's awful.
That's what it looks like.
It looks like
see that
spam
properly.
That's been sitting around for a year.
It kind of reminds me of spam a little bit. So it's like pickled meat or pickled pork. By the way, you're not the only ones, because someone that I didn't even know was listening DM'd me on Instagram and said, "What the heck is South?" So you're not alone.
Oh my gosh. All right. We have a ton of responses on our text line, 615-737-1025. When we come back, Dr. Crane's going to read all those. Again, our question today: what is one food you will never, ever eat again, no matter how hungry you are? Plus, we got to hit this thing last night with the World Cup and Lionel Messi and what he did. And I'm blown away what he did last night. And I've got questions, and you've got answers for me, right?
Yes, sir.
Because I got questions about how good this guy is. And it's just, you showed me the video and I'm like, no, this couldn't have happened last night. So we'll get that. We're off and running. Have a lot of fun today. We want to hear from you. 615-737-1025. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show right here, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel, 1025 The Game. Drinking lots of carriages. All right, little cheeseburger in paradise. What do you got? We can't sing over the. Yep. All right, there we go. That's our topic today. Welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe Show right here on 102.5 The Game, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel, where we'll be tomorrow. Our question today is, what is one food you'll never eat again, no matter how hungry you are? No matter how hungry you are. And sometimes you'll throw a topic out, it'll hit a little bit, but I had to refresh our page. So there's like 50 texts already flying through. So Dr. Crane, let's read some. Again, what's the one food you'll never eat again, no matter how hungry you are?
Absolutely. I mean, these texts are just flowing through. I keep refreshing. They're just going through everywhere. But on our 1025 The Game hotline here, text line, presented by WilsonCountyHundy.com, excuse me. I'm just blown away by how many texts there are. Goodness gracious. 1880 says mushrooms. I think mushrooms are okay.
Why do people eat mushrooms?
That's what I'm saying. They're fantastic, especially
sauteed mushrooms.
Thank you. You put them on chicken marsala on top.
All day?
Any day of the week.
All right.
This one, that says pheasant. Ever since that MASH episode when Winchester and Hot Lips got food poisoning after eating a can of pheasant. I don't recall.
How do you spell it?
It's PH. So
pheasant.
Pheasant. Yes. Tomato.
No. That's no. Tomato.
Continuing. All right. 4487. This one I don't know. Hominy? You ever heard of that?
Hominy. How do you spell it?
Oh boy. HOMINY.
Is that a food? God, I'm so stupid. All right.
I don't know.
Well, they're not going to eat hominy again? Is that what they say?
Yeah. Just the word hominy.
I need to make sure we're not violating FCC or something with hominy.
I thought you would know. I don't know.
I'm the dumbest guy you know. Why would I know anything?
Trust me. You're not too far off talking to me.
All right, hominy food. Hold on real quick there. 615-737-1025. Hominy is dried corn kernels that have been treated with an alkali solution like lime or lye in a process called some word I can't pronounce. Makes them swell, removes the hole in germ, and increases their nutritional value. Pass.
I don't know. I feel like this would be good in like a street corn.
If I can't pronounce what it's going into, I'm not going to eat that.
Well, I'm just saying if you have dried corn and you mix it with cooked corn off the cob, not on the cob, off the cob, mix it with a few spices,
right?
Get in like a queso or something. That'd be a pretty good little dip.
Okay.
I'd be in for that.
All right. Keep going.
Well, I mean, if this person would like to elaborate on the text line why hominy doesn't taste great, but let's see. 0178 says, again, I think this is the right way to pronounce it. Gefilte fish, right? I've heard of it, and I've heard it's
gefilte fish.
Gefilte fish, yeah. I've heard of it.
It's like something off The Sopranos. I've never heard this.
You've never heard of this?
No, I've never heard of this.
I remember hearing it on a TV show, but I never looked it up. But that's how they pronounce it.
Okay,
so I'm going with that. Gefilte fish.
Did they say why?
No, it just says gefilte fish.
Okay, all right. This is crazy, man. All these. All right, keep going.
I mean, I'll look it up for you. Gefilte fish is a traditional dish. Let's see, of poached ground fish like carp, pike, or whitefish, mixed with onions, eggs, matzo meal, formed into patties or balls, and simmered in fish broth.
Okay, I'll eat that. Get the onions out of here.
You know what this looks like? It looks like uncooked dough that you're just mixing together with yeast. That's what that looks like.
I'm an uncooked dough kind of guy. All right, keep going.
Okay, cookie dough, I assume. Right?
Oh my God, yes.
So you would probably destroy a cookie dough just by itself.
Oh, right? It's the best.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Somebody has some explanation on souse. Let's see, 2727. Souse is a Pennsylvania Dutch dish which has chunks of pork. Oh, they're already adding more to this, which adds chunks of pork and parts unknown in a gelatinous mixture that is sliced and fried.
Is it like a chicken nugget? I mean, parts unknown? Would you eat a food that's described as parts unknown?
No, because I have a feel where that parts unknown is from.
Damn you, Brando. Now we got the whole show is about souse.
I'm not eating that.
Right?
They followed up with the process of hominy was a question in last night's The Chase. Is that a TV show?
I don't know.
It's a game show.
The game?
Yeah,
it's a game show.
Yeah, it's a game show.
Okay.
Called The Chase?
Yeah.
Well, why isn't our Chase in this game show?
That's a great question.
Our Chase should sue that Chase.
I like that.
We're getting to the chase with
if they come after celebrity birthdays, then I'm getting involved, and I'm calling our friend Bart Durham, and this won't be fun for them.
We've already told Steve Harvey, like, look, we understand you have Family Feud. This is celebrity birthdays.
Yeah, stay away.
This is America's favorite.
We're not wasting your time at 2:45.
Exactly. Let's see. 5465 has more elaboration on the hominy. It says it's a form of grits. So
I did grits. Yeah. All right.
So if it's we have more on hominy. Goodness gracious. They're basically corn nuts, which are delicious. So apparently people are saying hominy is delicious. So the person that does not like hominy must not be a corn person.
Right. But street corn sounds really good, right? Tex-Mex street corn. I'll take that.
Put it on like a chicken taco or a steak taco.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm all day with that.
Flour tortillas or corn tortillas? You just go with the corn?
I'm a flour guy.
Same here.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I'm just saying because of the hominy, the corn off the cob.
Right.
Maybe do some corn tortillas.
All right.
Stay with the corn.
Isn't hominy something in the Catholic world, like in the church? Or is that homily?
Homily. Yeah. That's
I'll excuse myself.
Please do.
All right.
You're blessed. You're okay.
Thanks.
Let's see here. 2636 says look up pozole soup. It's a pork and hominy. Delicious. Oh, it's from Viking Matt. Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
Now, these are foods we don't want to eat.
Yeah. We don't want to eat these foods, not obscure foods.
Yeah. This is the food you'll never eat again.
I mean, we've struck a chord with the hominy conversation. Everybody keeps commenting on hominy. Hominy.
So they're good. So hominy's good. So the one person who hates hominy.
Oh, hang on. This is the person that does not like hominy.
All right.
They say it tastes like wax. You can't mix it, and anything you make it with is not edible.
What's the last four?
Let's see. The last four. Oh, that was 4487.
4487.
That was from a while back.
All right. We love you, 4487. You have struck a nerve with a lot of people in Middle Tennessee and on the stream. Yeah. Thank you.
5890 says chitlins. You ever had chitlins?
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah. I don't know why people don't like those.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, this one I cannot get on board with. I've actually been in the butcher shop for this one. 0789 says cow tongue.
No.
I've watched a butcher slice it and put it up into the freezer area. It is.
Have you had it?
No, I will not. I will not.
No.
So nope. I've eaten squirrel, but I will not go to cow tongue.
No, I'm not eating a cow tongue.
Oh boy, Dustin can't read that one, man. Come on, dog.
Dustin Hopkinsville.
Yeah, can't read it. You go and take a game.
I will. I'll trust you.
Let's see. Dave in Big Rock says. Oh boy. Oh, he's elaborating more on the souse. He says it's basically pork jello, but a firmer style of pork jello. Okay. So it's a firmer pork jello. I said in the break to Brando, I was like, this is like a sophisticated Spam. Just has a little bit of spices on it. I think that's perfect.
The souse?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Did you not see the picture that he showed us?
I did, and that I'm not eating that.
No, I'm just saying it's a more sophisticated version of souse, or of Spam. Yeah.
What else we got?
I mean, right now, let's
give
me
see. Two more.
Okay, we have one here. It's 4723. It sent us a picture. What is this? Oh, he doesn't like the ranch corn nuts. Aren't you a corn nuts guy, Joe?
I am not.
Oh, you're not. I thought you liked corn nuts.
With the sugar, the one out of a pack, or the one that you on the grill?
The one out of the pack.
No, heck no. All that sugar. I told you my A1C is higher than Snoop Dogg. I've got to lower that down.
What's higher, Willie Nelson or Snoop Dogg?
They're both about the same. And then you triple that, and that's my blood sugar. Okay. So I've got to lay down. So
boy.
One more.
Here's one more here. 2513 Rocky Mountain oysters.
No, not at all. Have you had those?
No. I know what they are, but no.
But a lot of people love those.
Is there a way to doctor it up to where it'd be edible?
I'm sure there is. People eat oysters. Yeah. I'm not an oyster because somebody told me a long time ago, you don't eat oysters that aren't in the month that has an R in it. Mm-hmm. And then somebody said that's wrong. So like September through like April is good oysters. But then I see people in June eating them. I'm like, hey, you're going to die. And they're like, that's all nonsense, urban legend. So I don't know where to stand on oysters. I don't know. I have no clue. Maybe our listeners can help us out because I don't know. Is that urban legend to not eat oysters with a month that doesn't have an R in it? I don't know.
You do know what Rocky Mountain oysters are, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll make sure.
Yeah.
Talking about oysters in the fall. I don't know if that's
right. Yeah. I don't know. All right. We'll get back to this. I promise we'll get into Lionel Messi coming up in a little bit.
That's fine. Hey, call or text 615-737-1025.
Send it out, pal.
Yeah. This is the Chase and Big Joe show. 1025 The Game.
All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe Show right here, 102.5 The Game. Our question today is, what is the food you'll never eat again, no matter how hungry you are? Let's go to the phone, 615-737-1025. Mike, our man of Kentucky Lake, what's happening, man?
Hey, you boys are city boys, because any country boy knows that South is basically, and head cheese, it's also known as head cheese, is the same thing. It's made from the pig's head and feet, which includes tongue, lips, feed. It's in a jelly. It's in stuff like you find in Spam or in Bindy Weenies and that kind of stuff, and it is nasty.
Good. So our producer, Brando, was correct in his assessment how awful it is.
Oh, it's nasty. I had to. My grandmother made me take a bite of it one time. I immediately gagged, threw up, and I don't even want to smell it again after that.
What's better, a bar of soap or souse?
Oh, give me a bar of soap any day. even a used bar of soap would be better than souse.
Hey, how's the fishing up on Kentucky Lake?
Oh man, it's good. It's always good. The best move I ever made was moving here from Lexington area.
I love it, man. We're going to come see you soon, I promise.
All right, buddy. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Thank you, Mike, man. Appreciate you. 615-737-1025. That's our question of the day. What's a food you'll eat no matter how hungry you are? We'll get back to some of those in just a minute. But first, this Lionel Messi thing, right? Whether you like the World Cup or not, right? I'm not a big soccer guy, but I love athletes who are on another level. And so he has a hat trick last night. And I asked you, like in basketball, Michael Jordan's going to score 50. So why not put a guy on him? I don't care if you score a point. Your whole job the entire night is to shadow him.
Yeah.
Shadow him. Why don't they do that to Lionel Messi in soccer?
It's interesting because you try to, equate it to where you can have a guy shadowing him. But when you do that, so the way Argentina structures their team, it's a lot of younger players surrounding Messi because Messi's been in the game for so long.
Right.
He understands his positional value on the pitch. So he can literally put himself anywhere on the field and just let the young guys do all the high-speed chasing down the field, allow them to beat the defender. All he has to do is just trail back behind everybody, wait for his time, and then he uses his burst of energy. He knows how to pace himself well and knows how to exude his energy to the right degree. So
all right, I'm still going to put a guy on him.
Well, yeah, it's fine. Try and do that. But I think he is by far, like I always say, the best pound-for-pound fighter. He is the best soccer player ever when you're in small spaces like that. That's what made him so great at Barcelona. That's what's made him so great in his entire career.
Right.
But the fact that you look at his third goal that I showed you, he had 3 guys in front of him. And they still couldn't stop him.
He's like Gretzky.
Yes.
I mean, if you go back and watch Gretzky on YouTube, you're like, all right, this is animation or it's AI. Nobody's that. Gretzky was that good. You couldn't stop him. So I equate that to Gretzky.
Honestly, yeah, I would say so. I was talking to somebody last night in a group chat. I think it was maybe Connor and Christian or somebody else, but we had the not Mount Rushmore, but like some of the greats of each league, and it was Ohtani for me. It was Ohtani, Messi. You could put
currently,
just of all time and around about.
You think Ohtani's the greatest baseball player of all time?
I said in 5 years he will be.
Oh no, I'm talking right now.
Right now,
no, he's not.
No, right now, no. But in 5 years, yeah. I mean, he'll be up there. Messi's for sure surpassed Diego Maradona and Pele. And they even said that before they passed away.
Pele said that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's on that poster behind you that says
I know.
victory.
But again, that's just the humbleness of how those players were.
So, all right, if that works for Argentina, why doesn't it work for America? Why doesn't America employ the same I'm not saying we because I'm not part of the team. Doesn't the American soccer team have a comparable Messi?
No.
Not even close.
No. The way Messi plays, he sits in between the forward pocket and the midfield pocket. The midfield pocket and the defense pocket. And he just so when I mean pocket, there's a forward line, a midfield line, and a defense line. Okay. In between each line, there is space. They call those pockets of space.
Mm-hmm.
Lionel Messi likes to just.
All right, thanks.
I'm just trying to make it easy for people, not only you, for the listeners as well.
I get it.
There's a pocket of space where he just kind of merges with other people.
All right.
Likes to overlap a few runs here and there. It doesn't work for other systems because he's just that different of a player.
All right, so in the NBA Finals, the Knicks had a plan to beat the hell out of Wemby. Right? That was their goal, is to beat him up.
Yeah.
Why can't you beat Messi up?
I mean, you can do that, but you're going to open up a lot more opportunities for guys on the wing.
That's fine. Are they as good as Messi?
They're pretty talented to the point where like, for example, they played Algeria last night, which is not one of the best teams.
But they're not bad.
They're not bad. But again, if you put 2 to 3 guys on Messi, or at least one guy on Messi the entire time, like man-to-man defense, there's going to be a pocket of space where there's someone else like Rodrigo De Paul who's going to come up to the midfield.
That guy.
Yeah, he actually plays for Inter Miami. He used to play for Udinese back in.
He did back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. Mm-hmm. But if he finds that open pocket of space, they're just going to pass it to him, and he's going to have an open lane to goal. So that's just.
So why aren't they the favorite?
I mean,
how's Germany going to stop Lionel Messi?
That's a great question.
Damn right, because I know my soccer.
Yeah, well, you look at those higher quality teams like Germany, Spain, France. They know how to, I guess, close down the space centrally, and they have quality enough players on the right and left backs. Like, for example, let's look at France. They have Theo Hernandez, who is one of the fastest and most talented all-around left backs in world soccer that knows how to close down space and also get into the forward attack with the I guess offense in a roundabout way. But he does a really good job at tracking back whenever there's a guy like Lionel Messi. And again, even Messi, he's played at the highest stages of European soccer. So everybody doesn't have his number, but there are 1 or 2 defenders out there that probably could stop him.
See, thank you for that. Now you summed it up nicely. What's going on?
Hopefully I did.
Yeah, you did. He got a hat. You walk. Look at this. Like, he gets a hat trick in the World Cup.
His first ever hat trick in the World Cup.
With the greatest soccer players on planet Earth, and the guy gets a hat trick. I'm beating the hell out of him.
It just goes.
That's what I'm doing.
It goes to show you how difficult the FIFA World Cup is because of Lionel Messi. It was his first ever hat trick in national history for Argentina in the World Cup, not just nationally in general, but for the World Cup. He's played in 6 World Cups. That's a long time. That is a long time.
So 26, 22, 18, 14, 10, 6.
Correct.
See how I did that with my hand?
Yeah, good job.
Thank you, pal.
20 years, Jay.
20 years.
20 years for him to get his first hat.
Well, 20 years, yeah, but 24 total. I mean, you're doing all that because you count individual seasons, but good Lord. All right. It reminds me, I watched the NFL Network. They did the Super Bowl, the Rams and the Patriots. And when the Rams beat for the first time and Brady won, and their whole goal that game was to beat the hell out of Kurt Warner and Marshall Faulk, no matter what. And they did that. And Marshall Faulk's like, yeah, I was expecting to get hit.
Yeah.
I couldn't concentrate. So is that not soccer etiquette right to go after him,
And yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter about etiquette. You can go after a player. I mean, you're going to either get a yellow card in return for that. Like if you try to slide tackle them and try to send a message, like with Kobe and the European team, the Olympic team, when he ran right through Pau Gasol and said, I'm sending a message.
Yeah.
Like same situation for soccer. Like if you were to send a message that way, you would get a yellow card or a talking to from the referee.
When does America play again?
Friday against Australia.
Okay. Is that a game America's going to win? Should win? Come on.
Yes. Look, as an American patriotic, yes, they should win that game.
Okay.
But it will be a challenge.
Like, who does Australia got? Keith Urban, Crocodile Dundee. What else they got?
Steve Irwin's kids.
Luke Longley. I mean, I'm trying to think of other Australians that are out there.
I mean, I can name off a bunch of rugby players, but exactly.
I mean, can we not beat Keith Urban? I've seen him. He's not that big. Crocodile Dundee, though, could bring a knife, but that's a different story.
Yeah. Look, Chris Richards did a really good job with Tim Ream in the back for the defense. I thought they did a really good job of, not allowing Paraguay to really attack them in the press. I thought U.S. did a really good job with their counter press. If they can continue to do that against Australia, they should be okay. And as for people that are
you're worried. You got a little hint of worrisome in your voice.
I am worried because everybody thinks, because they scored 4 goals against Paraguay, they can go out there and score 4 more goals against Australia. Australia's no slouch. That is a team that was really good. They played Turkey really well. And Turkey was one of those teams coming into the tournament that had the expectation of finishing second in this group.
I think if they beat Australia Friday, we should all raid Outback.
And get the Bloomin' Onion?
Get something, yeah. They should have a discount for us somehow, some way.
And if Australia wins, they should tax everybody 40%.
Let's see how this works out. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
If they lose to Australia, what's next?
I believe if they lose, then it goes off of well, they also have to play Turkey, but then it goes off of goal differential and seeding. That's where it gets a little dicey because then you have to worry about what Australia does going forward and what Paraguay does going forward. Because there are teams like Paraguay who are, probably going to finish bottom of this group and or maybe Turkey. So when it goes into the final game, if it's Turkey and Paraguay playing each other, you're thinking, well, great. We need like the U.S. need like a 0-0 draw for those two.
Yeah.
So then you're just thinking, well, if Paraguay scores one goal, then you're just like, it's out of our hands.
It is.
That's the unfortunate thing about the World Cup is when you need a result from another team and it's out of your hands, that's on you. That's your fault for not doing the job in the other game.
Okay, I got it. Hey, real quick for the break, let's bring in Marcus with our question of the day. Our question of the day is, what is one food you'll never, ever eat again, no matter how hungry you are? Marcus, welcome in. What is your food, buddy?
Roasted duck. I had some on a cruise ship one time. Nasty stuff I ever ate. Felt like it stayed in your throat for 2 days.
Was it not? I've had friends, I've eaten roasted. It was okay. Maybe it was the way it was cooked.
Could have been, but I would never eat it again.
On a cruise ship?
Yes. I had it on a cruise. Roasted duck.
Were people around you disgusted as well?
They were smart enough to order something else.
But roasted
I wanted to try it.
Oh, and it was just that bad?
That bad. It tasted like, I don't know if you've ever seen those environmental stories where oil gets in water and the duck washed up on the lake.
That's
what I thought about. That's what I thought about.
So you had a roasted oiled duck. That doesn't sound good at all, Marcus.
It was terrible. I never eat it again.
How do you get the taste of something like that out of your mouth?
I took advantage of the drink ticket that I had bought, where you drink the whole time you're on the ship. You pay one price.
Yeah.
So I drunk it out of my system.
Oh, that's great, Marcus. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
All right, there. Putting roasted duck on the list, man, for that. All right, we'll get back with more. Our question today is, what's one food you'll never, ever eat again, no matter how hungry you are? 2:00 today, Mike Keith will join the show. Mike's got a big weekend ahead. We'll catch up with him in just a little bit. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel, right here on 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show. The question of the day is, we love the question. You guys are great, but some days it just explodes. And so we're going to, throughout the show, read those back a little bit on the text line. What is one food you'll never eat again, no matter how hungry you are? For you, for Nick, it
was hard-boiled eggs.
And for Brando, it's souse, which we never heard of before noon today, which everybody else has. Mine is green bean casserole. Is the most disgusting food ever made. If you want to get to me, like Superman had kryptonite. I don't know if you saw the original Superman, but when Lex Luthor unveiled the kryptonite and he collapsed, you bring green bean casserole in here, I collapse.
And you've never had it since?
Never. I can't tell you how drunk I was, which I'm not proud of, but I ate the entire plate of green bean casserole at like 3:00 in the morning. And I was sick for like 5 days. I'll never just seeing, I remember it vividly right now. And then my roommate's like, hey, where'd the green bean casserole go? I was like, I have no idea, because I took the plate, washed it, and put it aside. And I was like, okay. And I finally confessed. He's like, you ate the whole thing? I'm like, I did. That's how drunk I was. Stupid. And I ate the whole thing.
At least you had the courtesy to wash the dish.
I did, because I knew it was like, all right, if I wash it, they won't see it. They'll forget about it. No, they didn't forget about it. We have any more responses on the text line real quick?
We do. Speaking of drinking, the day drinking aspect of this all, 3337 says, never get anchovies on pizza. My buddy and I were day drinking in college and spent our last $20 on a pizza, and my buddy got anchovies. It was unedible.
Does anybody like anchovies?
My grandmother does.
Does she?
Yeah. It's in Sicily, it's like anchovies is like pepperoni.
Okay. I don't know anybody who likes anchovies. Your grandma's got an excuse.
Yeah, I'm not a big anchovies guy. When my grandparents owned the restaurant, my great uncle Nino, my grandmother's brother, loved my great uncle Nino. He made pizzas back then and made a pizza for my dad after like softball or something. I was like, hey, got you a pizza coming up. My dad hated anchovies. And so he thought they were like, he diced them up to look like black olives.
Yeah.
So black olives and pepperoni. My dad took a bite and goes, this is not what it is.
Oh, my Lord.
There were some words exchanged.
Oh, I'm sure there were. All right, what else? You have more?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Plenty. Brandon in Hermitage says, that's about soccer. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's see. Kathy says, with modern refrigeration, it's not as big of a deal to eat oysters in the summer months, aka without an R. Just know that you are getting it from a place where they have refrigeration standards.
Oh, okay. See, thank you for that. Now I know.
Let's see. Can't read that one, Dustin. Come on, dude. Like, this is just
I'm gonna shadow ban that guy.
Yeah. Let's see. 1880 says, nope, that's back to the soccer point. Someone said we can play against Nicole Kidman for Australia US.
Yeah. Okay, I forgot about her. Yeah.
Let's see here. 7367 says split pea soup. I used to smother it. Oh, wait, what? I used to smother it to the bathroom to dump it down the sink. Oh, God. I had to read that again. I was like, really?
Yeah,
Does it smell that bad?
That's disgusting. Yeah, that's
what's in it?
It's just disgusting. I don't know what's in it, but I've eaten that a long time ago. I'm not eating that again. Nothing.
Split pea soup?
Yes.
That's nasty. Oh, let's see here. Oh, that does not look good.
Right. What does it say it's in it?
It says it's a hearty dish made from dried split peas, often with vegetables like carrots, celery, onion, and flavored with ham or ham hock from a classic version through vegetarian options. It also exists. Wait,
no,
what?
I'm not doing that. No, don't read
absolutely not. Then they puree the rest of it, and it's left in some form of chunks.
Okay.
It can also be served hot. Some people eat it cold. You can also put croutons and a dollop of cream on top. Not doing that.
When you got to do that, you're taking away the taste.
Look, if you have to doctor something up like to the nth degree, it's not good.
When I used to work at Outback, they would get mad when people asked for salt. Like, hey, can I get some A1 or whatever? My manager at Outback would get so mad. He's like, don't give it to him because they we cook it. It's and they're adding that means I don't like our steak. I'm like, how about I just give it to them? That's what they want. I'll just give it to them.
Have you ever had Blue Rare steak?
Blue Rare?
Blue Rare.
I have not.
Basically, they just sear the outsides, but they season it heavy with salt.
No, I have not. Good?
Pretty darn good.
Do you know what I like? My brother and I, what we absolutely love, and you're going to be disgusted at this. We love raw meat.
I'm not disgusted. That's fine.
We load it with Lowry sauce, and we eat raw hamburger meat. the amount of people who think that's the most disgusting thing in the world. I'm like, it is so good.
Here's the honest question that I need you to answer.
Yeah.
Honestly, please.
Yeah.
Cold or room temperature?
Cold.
Okay.
Yeah, out of the refrigerator. Yeah. My brother and I, we're at big 4th of July at his house. Lives up in Portland.
Mhm.
We're gonna. We'll spend half the time eating raw meat.
What about a raw hot dog?
No, not at all. Because I don't know what goes in a raw hot dog.
Okay.
But raw meat, he and I eat that all the time. We eat constantly.
So do y'all just like hand pick it like cavemen off the ground?
That's my brother.
Is it 80-20, 70-30?
As far as what?
The meat to fat ratio, 80-20?
I mean, you calling me fat?
No, the meat that you purchase, you can get it from the meat aisle, the ground meat.
I mean, I don't know. There's no fat on it. It's the hamburger.
So
meat.
it's 93.6, right? 93.7?
I don't know.
There's
it's
a joke.
It's just hamburger meat.
No, it's not just hamburger meat.
It is.
No, apparently you don't shop for hamburger meat the way
I'm not shopping for that. He buys it. We put Lowry's on it. We eat it.
Dude, if you're getting raw hamburger meat, you need to be looking at the fat to protein ratio.
Why?
Because it's the amount of flavor. If you have more fat on
I got
raw
Lowry's sauce on it.
Joe, I mean,
what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the meat. If you have more fat on the meat, there's more flavor to the meat.
That is what she said. I am telling you, it's fine. All right, we'll get back in this discussion a little bit.
I want to know from our text line if anybody does that.
We'll
do you eat raw meat?
I love raw meat. All right, come up next, we'll talk to our good friend Barrett Hobbs. He's the owner of Scoreboard Bar and Grill. And a lot of sports bars are having a lot of consternation with the National Football League, and this could affect you and how you view games at your favorite sports bar. And it's a topic that's gone before Congress, and it's getting more and more talked about, and we'll talk with Barrett coming up next right here. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel, 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome into the second hour of the Chase and Big Joe Show right on 102.5 The Game. Chase McCabe off today. Dr. Crane in studio. Brando behind the board. Fun first hour. We'll get back to our question of the day. What is one food you'll never eat again, no matter how hungry you are? Now, this is an interesting topic going on. The NFL is at it again with their greed and trying to take advantage of everything in the world. We've talked about this for a while. Now it's affecting your favorite sports bar wherever you go watch the games. And it's a crazy, crazy story. For more on that, let's bring in our good friend Barrett Hobbs. He's the owner of Scoreboard Bar and Grill out by Opryland, which is the best bar in town, by the way. Barrett, good afternoon. How are you, buddy?
Man, I'm doing great. Thank you for the plug for the Scoreboard. We love having you out there.
Oh, I love it. Now we talked last week about this whole streaming thing. If you own a sports bar, the old days, you put on DirecTV, it's on all the TVs, everybody's happy. That's not the case anymore. What in the hell is going on now?
Well, it's been a little bit of a slow, slippery slope, really over the last decade. The whole NFL ticket, really was designed and set up for sports bars. And so every entrepreneur in the country that's in that industry is invested in televisions, audio systems, literally hundreds of thousands of dollars to be able to advertise and show the DirecTV program. And each year it's gone up. This is our 30th year. And I think when we started, it was about $900 a year. And now it's close to $8,000 a year just to get the right to show it. And 2 years they started monkeying with this streaming stuff. And where I really feel like it's out of whack is if you're going to charge me $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 a year, and the larger your bar, the higher that number is. They base that upon your seats. So if you're a big giant super sports bar, hell, they could be paying $20,000 a year just to be able to show it. Well, then what they started doing is pulling this shit where they sorry, I forgot I was on the radio there.
Right.
Where they all of a sudden they took our money, but then they limited certain games.
Right.
They didn't give us a discount. They just said, oh, well, Thursday night, we're now going to show it on the Peacock network. Well, they didn't even sometimes give us enough time to try to get a subscription to show the Peacock game. And like at Scoreboard, we're home of the Packerbackers, one of the biggest clubs in the United States.
Right.
They've been there almost 15 years with us or longer. And if they just all of a sudden say, we're going to show the Packers game Thursday night on the Peacock network, they don't even have a commercial policy for us to buy it a lot of times. And that's really the problem.
Well, not only, it's funny. I have the article that you see me. I read the article. It's like, well, it's a problem here and there. This is a nationwide problem. It's gone before Congress. This guy that owns a bunch of sports bars in Texas is like, this is killing us because, is it on Netflix? Is it on Peacock? Is it on Amazon? Is it on regular? And it's like this big problem. And he says, then I got to buy all these subscriptions, and then it's jamming my internet because it's all coming through together and it's all streaming. He's like,
correct.
It's just a nightmare for us. And he's like you. He's like, I'm the backbone of my business is all these sports fans that come to watch their team in unison, like the Packerbackers. He's like, if I lose those on a Sunday, I might as well just go ahead and shut down.
Yeah, it's such a dominant part of the American tradition now, and usually where the NFL goes, college goes. And they've started dabbling in this streaming stuff in the last couple of years, not near to the level of the NFL, because the NFL has a monopoly on it, on pro football. College, you've at least got some separation between the conferences, so there's a little bit of compartmentalization when it comes to college football that we don't quite have that monopoly. But with the super conferences, I can see a time in the very near future where they would have a monopoly. I mean, if the SEC just decided the only way you could get it was to stream it, they're the big gorilla. That takes down everything on Saturdays. And, some people have said, well, it's just, the NFL is a business and they have a right to run their business the way that they see fit. And I'm an entrepreneur and a red-blooded American, and I believe in the free market. And I think that is true. They have a right to run their business the way they want to. However, there's a big asterisk with the NFL. How many of those teams that play in a city are those stadiums and sports teams supported in some fashion by the taxpayer? And I would venture to say that most all of them are supported in some way or fashion, even like the Titans. You know, the city of Nashville has to cover the police bill. Do they chip in? Yep. But do they cover the entire police bill for getting the traffic in and out down there? No. So if you're going to take taxpayer dollars to support the teams, which makes the league, then you can't just run it the way the hell you want to and not have respect for the domino effect of the football economy. The NFL wants to buy their own stadiums, buy their own land, have their own police forces, then set your prices. But if you're going to take taxpayer dollars, I think the government should step in and say, hold on here, we got to be fair. And the gentleman you referenced, he's right. Most places don't even have the ability to get the streaming to broadcast that many games at once. We don't have the bandwidth.
Right.
Not because we don't want to buy it. It doesn't exist. Or like YouTube. NFL Ticket was on YouTube for a couple of years for residential purchases. They don't have a commercial option. So commercials had to go through DirecTV still, but at home people got it through YouTube. And they're like, well, just use a YouTube channel, Barrett. That's illegal. You can't broadcast YouTube if you don't have a commercial package.
Barrett Hobbs is online with this. Barrett, when it comes to that, I mean, I agree 100%. Like the average American at home is probably spending $750 to $1,000 per season just to watch it on all the streaming platforms, including YouTube TV. It blows my mind because you talk about the monopoly aspect of it and including the YouTube TV into this, as Joe mentioned earlier on in the show. It's like having 30 Netflixes and having them stream on one Wi-Fi. It's just, like you said, there's not enough bandwidth to go around. It doesn't last long enough.
No, it doesn't. This is a problem. I mean, some people are probably going to say, oh, it's the NFL, to hell with them. We don't want to watch it anyways for whatever reason. But if you're a baseball fan or a NASCAR fan or a soccer fan that's growing by the day in our country, the backbone to sports bars in America is football, whether you like it or not. So if you like a sports bar in your town, if the NFL continues down this path, we're gone. You won't be able to go watch golf, or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. When it comes to, you mentioned Major League Baseball, when you have all these big corporations like ESPN, TNT, they're all kind of mixing, I guess, TV rights deals in a roundabout way. Like, for example, MLB and ESPN, they now have a package together. Does that affect the broadcast of that for your businesses across the Middle Tennessee region?
Yeah, some of the contracts do, like, Fox, I can't remember if it's Friday night or Sunday nights, that they've got the exclusive. So no matter what package you've bought, that game is going to black out everything else. So there is some of that goes on. It's not as bad. I think Major League Baseball, I don't think they've done a very good job of protecting their television viewing, because it's very rare that we get fans to come in the bars and watch baseball. If you get the Dodgers and the Padres or the Sox and the Yankees, or the Braves in St. Louis, if they're in a playoff run, or a game that's got that ramification, or the Cardinals and the Cubs, some of those big rivalry games, we'll get a few eyeballs to pay attention. But they've kind of really screwed up the fan experience in sports bars. They've not done a good job.
Yeah, and also it comes back to the residential price as well for people watching at home, because it's like $150 per season for the entire Major League Baseball television. Whereas you look for the NFL and comparing it to that, like we all know football is king around here, that price is definitely through the roof. Like I mentioned before, $750 to almost $1,000.
Yeah, I wish baseball would raise theirs. I wish they would raise it to a couple $1,000s just selfishly, because people wouldn't buy it and they would come to the bars to watch baseball games. That would be great for our business, and I think it would create excitement for baseball. But the commissioner didn't call and ask me my opinion.
All right, so Barrett Hobbs is with us, the owner of Scoreboard Bar and Grill. What's the solution, Barrett? What would you like to see happen if you could make it happen? What's the solution?
Well, it pains me to say it, because generally nothing turns out real good when you get the government involved. But I think that they need to step in and say, you can't monkey with this year after year, game after game, and sometimes week after week. I mean, sometimes, when they start this flex schedule in November and December, we won't know what games we will be able to get,
right,
until they make the announcement that week, which is, really unfair to us as business owners. So the short answer is I think the government needs to step in, because they are subsidized through taxpayers. So I think it gives them the right to come in and say, oh, let's figure this out. And if they want streaming to be a part of it, I'm fine with that. But they ought to allow us to still get it through DirecTV, because we don't have an alternative.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And the fact that you've got, a group of a couple hundred Packer fans want to be able to watch their game. I mean, that's a gathering. It's more than money for a bar. It's about coming to the environment, the moment, and have that taken away is just, I don't know. It's just, again, it's another thing you got to deal with the NFL, who think they own and control everything. And I hope they lose this one, Barrett.
Yeah, I hope they do too. I just don't know. And that's one of the tough things is the sports bar industry is kind of segmented. It's not like we've got a union, or one person speaking for all of us. Nobody would ever want that job because we're all a bunch of nuts. But, it makes it difficult to kind of gather it. But I know Senator Blackburn and Senator Haggerty's office have been in contact with me about this. So at least we've got good representation in Tennessee, and they're trying to look at what they can do.
I love it. I hope there's a resolution, because the time is getting closer to the start of the season. Barrett, as always, thank you, man. I love the insight, and this is very interesting. The whole thing is interesting. I hope it gets resolved. But, hey, man, appreciate you, and thank you.
Thank you guys so much. Keep up the good fight.
All right. That's Barrett Hobbs, owner of Scoreboard. And I'll go watch those games. And I got the problem at home. I'm like, is it on I don't have Peacock. I need to get Peacock. And they're like, well, just go ahead and get the subscription. But I don't want
7-day free trial.
I don't want the subscription to Peacock. I don't want to do that. Right. I'm an old man. I grew up where the games were on, and DirecTV for guys that I know that own bar. It was so simple. There's a game on DirecTV. You buy the ticket. Simple. And now it's just chaotic.
Yeah, it makes no sense. And the fact that, like he said, they hiked it up to maybe near 20,000 with those bigger corporation, restaurants. Why? It's just greed. It comes back down to greed. And there's no need for that. People enjoy sports because it's a detachment from reality.
Sure.
They don't want to attach it to a financial, obviously money's into everything,
right?
But there's no need to attach this much money into that.
So what do we have? Netflix, Amazon, Peacock. Am I missing another one?
Yeah. Well, let's go to the basic 2, 4, and 5. ABC, ESPN.
Okay.
NBC.
So you're paying
CBS
cable. So you got to get ESPN. Yeah. You got to have cable or their app. So that's 25, 30 at minimum a month.
Minimum. Paramount's along with CBS. I know Paramount Plus. That's their.
But you still got to order it.
Yeah, still. But YouTube TV. We didn't mention that. So that's like 6 networks right there, or 6 different platforms.
Right. I pay $95 a month for YouTube TV, I think.
Do you?
Yeah. And I like it. It's fine.
Yeah.
But then you had Netflix, Amazon, Peacock, on and on and on, Paramount, whatever they're going to get on and on. It's just, I'm like, is it a money grab? I mean, didn't Amazon pay like $50 million for the Christmas game last year? Something crazy?
Yeah.
Or the opening game last summer of those
games.
Had a
Black Friday game.
Yeah. Right. That's right. And they $50 million, I think it might be more than that.
I'll look it up. It was something along those lines. It was a big number.
I mean, straight to the NFL to have that. That's crazy. Anyway, And this is coming from a guy who's got maybe $25 in my checking account. So I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Joe. The text line, they're rolling their eyes at you, and not in a good way. They're just like, oh my, they're like shocked by something you said.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Do you?
And
I'm still shocked. There's somebody on the text line saying they don't believe you.
That I don't eat raw hamburger meat?
Yes.
Yeah, eat all the time. It's never done anything to me.
I was gonna ask Barrett if he offers a raw hamburger, but that was just not the right context.
I don't. Are we on the same thing? Like, you go to the store, buy hamburger meat, right? And then when you're making patties, I'll eat some of that with Lowry sauce. There's nothing wrong with that. What do you see wrong with that?
It's raw meat.
Hell, Brando ate souse. That's worse than hamburger meat. Raw meat. Who cares? I mean, it's your stomach is the good Lord made our stomachs wonderful that we can digest so many things. It does, like hot chicken, right? If I had a piece of hot chicken, I'd spend the last hour in the bathroom.
Right.
It just how it affects people. For me, raw meat does nothing to me.
Can I just go through these real quick?
Let's take a break.
We'll take a break. We'll come back to them because this is the text line's blowing up, man. They think you're a cannibal. They're all worried.
I'm fine.
Okay.
All right, we'll take a break. This is the Chase and Big Joe show brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel right on 102.5 The Game. Might be the truest song that's ever been written. God is great. Beer is good. And
people are crazy.
Our friend Bobby Braddock wrote this, who also wrote George Jones, He Stopped Loving Her Today. Let's get to the chorus, Brando. Make sure there's no cussing in this song. You doing okay today, buddy?
Fantastic. We're on a little bit of a boat ride here.
Here we go. All boat ride. Here we go. Everybody.
Beer's good. People are crazy.
Just thank you, Billy Currington, baby.
Yes.
Welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe Show right here on 102.5 The Game. Appreciate Barrett Hobbs talking to us about what's going on in the sports bars around the country, not just here. It's affecting a lot of people as well. Our question today is, what's one food you'll never eat again, no matter how hungry you are? This might be the one that's top. We did the French fry debate one day.
Yeah, that was in December of 23, I believe.
And it took off.
Yeah.
We did the one about what's the purpose of decaffeinated coffee, which has been probably my favorite one.
Sure.
Because so many people weighed in like, yeah, what is the purpose of decaffeinated coffee? So our question today is on that. Our friend Todd Rodermel at the Omni says the worst food is pate.
Ooh.
Is that bad?
Is it the Chinese pate or pad thai or what?
I don't know.
No, I thought that was the new
pad thai.
Pad thai. So
This
pad thai is
pate. What are you you thought I said pad thai?
Yeah.
Pad thai is fantastic.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Pate, P-A-T-E. It's pronounced pate. Look it up. Turn your mic on.
I'm looking it up. Oh, it has a bunch of little symbols above the letters. Okay. It looks like a peanut butter, but in hummus form.
Well, that doesn't sound, but if Todd says it's bad, then it's bad.
A paste or force meat, not sure what force meat is, made from ground meat, fish, or vegetables, seasoned and cooked, often served as an appetizer or spread.
Pass.
It is
Pass.
a range from a coarse, chunky texture to a smooth, creamy mousse, and it's traditionally served chilled with bread, crackers, or pickles. So,
okay. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Todd, for that. Let me add that to the list. I'm never going to eat again, or haven't eaten and won't do it.
So on that return of that song from Billy Currington, at the very end, it says, people are crazy.
Yeah.
And there are people on the text line that think you're crazy.
Look at you with the segue. I love it.
I just,
So the thing is, I eat hamburger meat, raw meat, and I
Right.
put Lowry's on it.
Right.
And I've been doing it my entire life. My brother and I do it all the time. So what's wrong with that?
For you, there's nothing wrong with that because you did it at such a young age. Your stomach is
I'm doing it
well-trained.
now.
Well, I'm just saying, when you were younger, as like, let's say a 10-year-old, you were doing it, let's say back in the day.
Okay.
Your stomach is trained for that. Maybe people that are just now trying it are not trained for that. There's a
Okay.
science to that because there are people that eat game meat like deer and elk and bison and all that stuff.
Right.
They are brought up with it. And some people would, for me, I tried it for the first time last year. It didn't bother me as much because it was,
Right.
cooked a certain way. But
So why is so the reaction has been like, you're crazy?
well, let's see. Phil on the text line goes, hold on a minute. Wait, hold on.
Right?
You eat raw burger meat, Joe.
Yes.
What are you doing? There is no chance that this is true.
It's 100% true.
That's one. And to add on to this, Phil, I did ask him in the break after this or before this, and he said, yeah, it is 100% true.
Yeah.
So I believe him. Joe's an honest man. Let's see here. Viking Matt says, breaking news, everybody. Joe Dubin is a vampire.
It's fine. I'm telling you, it's fine. I've actually done it in front of people, and they've been like, that's the most disgusting thing ever. I'm like, really? Eating raw meat? And I mean, it's not like I'm covered. Like, it's not like I look like Hannibal Lecter, right?
Right.
When he ate the policeman's face. That's not what this is.
Let's see here. 3337 says, eating raw hamburger meat makes me feel sick for eating a medium rare or medium rare steak. That is just gross.
No, it's not.
Like, seriously, do you eat it with your fingers or with a fork?
Fingers.
So you just like pick.
Yeah, we do it. Put Lowry's on it. You're good to go. Lowry's is the key.
Okay, there's some people turning the corner here.
All right.
Dylan in Antioch says, I do that too. Eat raw sausage sometimes. It's really good. Right out of the plastic package. It's perfect.
Yeah. It's not like I'm eating 15 pounds of it, and I'm not getting salmonella. I've never been sick off of this.
Okay.
Ever. Thank you, Dylan. Love you, buddy.
Let's see here. Okay, this is one I could read from Dustin in Hopkinsville. Okay.
Finally.
It says, you guys have never ate blue steak or medium rare. I've eaten blue rare steak. It's delicious.
Okay.
I eat my burgers medium. I'm with Joe.
Thank you, Dustin. For not only for that, but for a G text.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's like, I can glorify that. Goodness gracious.
Right.
Let's see. That's not for that one. These are about the TVs are responding back to Barrett in general. So, yeah.
So there we are with all those. All right, we got this. We'll take a break. Coming back up next, there's a Tennessee Titan football player who's dealing with an injury, and I'm going to tell you right now, just cut him. Just cut him.
One or two of them?
One.
Just one.
Number one on your board right there.
Okay.
We'll tell you who it is. I'm done. Cut him. Trade him. Get rid of. He's taking up space. And we'll tell you who it is. And I'm done with this guy. We'll tell you which Titan player we're talking about next. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show right here on 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show right here on 102.5 The Game. The song is very appropriate for what we're about to talk about. The Tennessee Titans wrapping up their OTAs today. They'll be off until late July, and then they'll gather back, and the season's here and getting going. But shocker, there's a Titans player dealing with an injury. He's a second-year player who last year did nothing. I cannot believe they drafted him. He's shown nothing that he could be anything good. And that's Femi Oladejo, who, again, what's the injury to him this time?
Yeah, does not have any specification from Easton Freeze earlier today when he was at Robert Saleh's press conference. Let me just get this tweet up real fast. There we go. Let's see. Titans players Saleh confirmed are working through minor injuries. That is Femi Oladejo, defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons, and right tackle J.C. Latham.
Not worried about the other two, but Oladejo is a second-round pick. And history repeats itself. And 10 years ago, the Titans took a guy to Clemson named Kevin Dodd, who at Clemson absolutely destroyed people, and gets here, and he just didn't like football and didn't work. I mean, we talked to John Robinson about that. He's like, it's not that Robinson missed on him. It's just it didn't work out, and the guy didn't want to play football. And to see how good Kevin Dodd was at Clemson, and now he gets here, is terrible. Now, the problem here, Oladejo was not that good at UCLA.
Well, he converted from a linebacker to an edge.
Yeah, and he's got, the word I hate, potential. He's got potential. Have you seen the video? The Eagles drafted the guy from Europe, like he's never played football, part of their international thing. He's like 6'5", 270. I mean, he's built like a brick, you know what, right? Didn't know how to line down. Didn't know how to line down in a three-point stance. Had no idea. You could be the most physical, best-looking player ever. But if you can't line down in a three, if you've never known how to do that, I don't care how big you are. It's not going to work, right? Brock Lesnar went and tried out for the Vikings. Yeah. They beat the hell out of him.
That was just a preseason thing, wasn't it?
All right, you did make the team. It's like, just because you're big and strong does not mean you're going to be a good football player. Oladejo has done nothing. Am I missing the point on this? And now he's injured?
I really thought when Robert Saleh became the head coach that this would reset a guy like Femi Oladejo, just learning the position of being a true edge rusher in a competent defense under Robert Saleh. I thought that would really help him. But again, for me, it's a little too early to say, hey, throw the white flag, he's done, whatever. But you're right. The trajectory is kind of on that same wavelength as like a Kevin Dodd.
Well, if he was a 7th-round draft choice, I've been like, that's fine. Guy's going to fight through it. But it's a 2nd round. And I have covered this team for too long that I've seen this. Chris Henry in 2007, running back out of Arizona. I mean, the guy was like 6'1", 220. I mean, cut, strong, absolute sissy on the football field. Just couldn't run. Couldn't do it. Afraid to get hit. Terrible. 2nd-round pick on that guy. Terrible. And so Oladejo at 2nd round is like, well, no. I mean, Borgonzi's smarter than this. I mean, did Oladejo just jump off no, he didn't. At least what I saw of it. So I think they've missed this big time.
And also, too, you look at the defensive structure of that team when he drafted him, it wasn't Gus Bradley or Robert Saleh. It was Denard Wilson. So you got to wonder how much input Denard Wilson had on that pick because it was his defense at the time. So that's something else you got to put into factor.
I don't know. I mean, did he? I mean, we hope so.
Well, I'm just saying it's not a one-man wrecking crew in that case. Like if you're structuring a defense for a certain coordinator, you're going to probably get their input on it, right?
Yeah. Well, maybe the worst thing is maybe we can coach this guy into being good. No, it ain't happening. Either you're good or you're not. It's the bottom line. I remember guys I played with who were injured often. I'm a coach like, you're taking up valuable reps from somebody else. Get out of here. If you're injured, then you get out there and you give me 60%. It's not gonna work. The Titans can't afford any more mistakes. They just can't.
They really can't. And again, that's why I've mentioned before with Jake, like this is the foundational piece that they have to build off of. And if it doesn't work out, the clock then begins.
Now, what's your concern about J.C. Latham?
Look, the hip thing last year, the fact that he's back on a nursing an injury this upcoming season. I know it's still minicamp. They're going to end today. They're going to do a little barbecue cookout, whatever that is. I'm a little concerned. The fact that he's had the whole
that he's having a barbecue cookout?
No, that he's having a form of nursing of an injury.
Oh, okay.
The fact that you've had all off season to really get yourself back, get yourself right, diet wise. I remember you and Chase were out at Titans practice last season before everything started to unfold, and he said, "Yeah, I've restructured my diet. I feel good." Why are we nursing an injury now? We haven't even really cracked the pads yet.
You're right, and I think outside Cam Ward, the second most important player that's got to play at a high level is J.C. Latham. First-round draft pick in 24. It's his third year. If he's anywhere decent, I mean, then you got a whole. Then what do you do with him?
Both the tackles. I mean, your Walmart Greer that you love,
Dan Moore Jr., baby.
You love him on the left side.
Employee of the month at your Hermitage Walmart.
So you know how Walmart has that side door to the left part of the building? That's him. So then you have J.C. Latham as your front greeter. They might promote him to right door.
Well, I think
Walmart.
Latham's got immense talent.
He does. But the issue is if this whole injury thing keeps lingering,
right,
it's not going to work out on that side and also the left side. So then Cam Ward is fighting for his life. So whatever the Titans did this past offseason of grabbing wide receivers to surround Cam Ward with, getting a running back in the draft and Nick Singleton, see what that can do.
Right.
All that stuff, it goes down the drain because you don't have right or left tackle that can protect the quarterback.
Well, you got Andre James. Is that the center
that is.
They got?
Yep.
All right. He started a lot of – I like that signing. I don't know a lot about him, but he started a lot of games in National Football League. My only concern is what's he doing mid-June still unsigned? That just bugs me.
It's also a retread for a guy like Carmen Brasilio because he was in Las Vegas when Andre James was in Vegas. They had an overlap. It was a 22-23 season. And so if there's some continuity there, you can bring that to the Titans. And also, too, I mentioned before on these airwaves yesterday that this could be a lighting of the fire under the butt of Pat Coogan. I mean, what if
Pat Coogan?
I mean, you never know.
Right.
I know everybody after the draft was saying, "Oh, maybe Coogan wins the starting job before the season begins." No, there's no way. He was what, a 6th, 7th round pick? Ain't no way, unless he really just excels.
We're going to take this segment and send to Pat Coogan and say, Dr. Crane doesn't think you can start.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the expectation after the draft, everybody was kind of putting him on a pedestal a little bit.
Are you scared of Pat Coogan?
No, I'm not afraid of anybody. I'll go to
Fear no man.
Only God above.
I saw a guy with a tattoo on his back this weekend and said, "Fear no man." I wanted to fight him. Isn't that terrible?
Not really. It's kind of like an invitation to fight somebody.
Right, fear no man.
Yeah.
I was like, I like to fight this guy. Probably would have whipped my ass, but I was like, all right, I want to fight this guy.
No, I don't. I've already again last year. I've even mentioned Titans have me out of your practice. I'll be a scout team guy. I don't care.
Wouldn't that be great for one day?
I'll sign the waiver.
God, just one day.
Look, I'm not going to go out there and go for somebody's ankles or knees and have them hurt the whole season because then all of Nashville will be putting pitchforks at my front door. That's not about that. But I wouldn't mind going out there and cracking the pads.
This was years ago. I told Fisher this years ago when he was already gone from I said, I'd have loved to gone out there and be your punt returner, but I can't call fair catch. And he's like, well, you should have let me know and I put you out there. I'm like, oh, damn it. I should have, right? I would love if they said, all right, media members go out, field punts, but you can't fair catch. I'm there all day long. Now, I might get blasted. I don't give a damn. I'll sign every waiver they have. But how fun would that be? I mean, they're barreling down on you and you can't fair catch. I mean, that would be so much fun.
Well, here's the thing for professionals out there. If I were to field a punt, I'm like 2 foot tall. So their pad level has to be below my chest or else it's an illegal hit above the head. So that really has to make them think, I got to strategize how I hit this guy.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
When I was a long snapper sprinting down and that guy thought he'd be cool, I was not the first guy down the field at the 7th, but when he thought he'd be cool and avoid a few guys here and there and they trip him up and you just blast him, oh my God, it's the best feeling in the world. There's no drug on this planet that comes close to knocking the tar out of somebody on a football field. There's no drug on this planet that comes close. This is junior pro, high school, junior college, NFL. There's nothing comes close. Nothing.
No. And I just remember when I was in high school, Friday nights, first game of the year, kickoff team. And we just go out there and just obliterate somebody on kickoff.
Now I want to do kickoff team.
That's what I'm saying.
Titans, if you were listening, because I know they listen over there, they do.
Yes.
Get this media challenge going.
I'm in.
I'm trying to think who in the media would be. Like Kuharski wouldn't do it. Rexroad wouldn't do it. None of these. John Burton over at Channel 5 would do it.
Yep. I know you would do it. I'll do it. I'm sure Parker Kelly would.
Yeah, Parker would. Yeah.
I'm trying to think
He's
who else.
Former quarterback.
Yeah.
Though. He's not going to do this. Probably not.
You never know.
But I mean, I would absolutely do that.
Who would do this? This would be interesting.
Would you rather be on kickoff coverage or kickoff return?
Kickoff coverage, because I can just go down there guns ablazing and just destroy. Well, it's also the new NFL format, so you're right here. It's not the old school way. So I mean,
let's do punt return then.
Yeah, punt return.
But I think the Titans should have a media challenge and go out there and do it.
Yeah, put me down as one of the gunners, and if you're special teams on punt,
it'd be even better.
Okay.
Instead of the Titans chase you, how about other media members come after you?
I'll tell you right now, Jim White's not catching me.
Jim White ain't doing that. But I'm telling you, how much fun would that be? Other media members, you do a punt return, and they run down the field, try to tackle you.
I'm in for that.
Who would you run straight after? I'd go straight after Kuharski. I'd run straight at him.
I don't have any ill will towards anybody.
There's no ill will. I just want to run at him. A few other people around that I'd like to run at too.
Maybe Corey Curtis. I see him from time to time on Wednesdays. He's a Cubs fan. I'm a Cardinals fan.
Get a little attitude too.
A little bit of tude to him, yeah.
I like it.
So yeah,
we'll work on that during the break.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take another break. Come back. Our question today is: what is a food you'll never eat again, no matter how hungry you are? 615-737-1025. Top of the hour. Mike Keith, the voice of the Tennessee Vols, is going to join us. He's got a big event on Saturday up in Clarksville, the Nashville Cats, which I think is so cool. We'll talk to Mike Keith about that at 2:00. This is Chase and Big Joe show right here on 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe Show right here on 102.5 The Game. Our question today is, what's one food you'll never eat again, no matter how hungry you are? And 2727 says purple chicken stir fry with red cabbage.
Yeah, it just came across my screen too. What is purple chicken?
Hard to look at it and eat it. Purple stir fry. Now, I like stir fry, but with all that, no. 0248 says, having worked meat processing for years, our grinding something shipped in from Guatemala. We had on-site USDA processing that tested 3 batches of groundbreaking a day. 99% of ground meat has had contact with the atmosphere, where a steak cut only has the outside edge, less chance of a bacteria contamination. Going back to my eating raw meat.
Hold up. I'm looking at some purple chicken options online,
right?
And they actually look pretty good. I don't know what people are so down and out about, but it just, what makes the chicken purple? You know, marinated in red wine. I'm all in for that. I've done that before. What's so wrong with that?
Right. Dave says it's called a blue burger. I used to make this rolled people all the time. What's a blue burger?
I'm talking about raw meat.
That's a blue burger? That's
yeah.
what that's called?
Because like you have the medium rare for steak.
Right.
Blue rare, excuse me. Blue rare for steak.
Oh, okay.
So a blue
all
burger.
Right. Thank you, Dave. Dave said a friend of his did it and ate that until he died to be 98 years old. I'm telling you. How did cavemen survive?
Raw meat.
Raw meat, right? What's that
The paleo diet.
Paleo diet, right? I mean, our stomach has been evolving for thousands of years.
And look, if it doesn't agree with you, it goes out one way or whatever.
Easy, pal.
Just trying to be PG about it.
But the key to the raw meat is Lowry sauce.
Okay.
Do you like Lowry sauce?
Yeah. Who doesn't? I'd be all right with it.
Well, your overall expressionless tone has been like you don't care about it.
Yes, I like Lowry sauce.
Okay. Do you use Lowry sauce? Anything that you have?
Did
you use it on the pig that you had?
No, not with skillet. Skillet that was seasoned pre cooked.
All right. Do you still have any skillet left around?
Yeah, I have some breakfast sausage still there. I have about 4. I have to go back and look in the freezer, but I think I have about 4 of the pork chops. So I ate all the pork steaks. Those were
poor guy.
They were so good.
For those that didn't know, Dr. Crane bought a hog, right?
Asian red Waller hog. That's correct.
But I think the worst part was that you named him. Then it became personal.
All right. I've talked to numerous amounts of people that have been involved with livestock their whole life.
Right.
They've named their livestock.
Yeah, but I'm not around livestock.
And neither was I in this case. I just named him Skillet because at the time when I had the Blackstone, I just purchased it, along with purchasing a hog. It's like, this is the first thing that's going to be cooked on here. And there was no problem with it. I was not around it. I just fed it a couple times. And those are the leftover pumpkins from Halloween, just to beef it up a little bit.
You fed him pumpkins?
These hogs eat anything. You throw leaves, they'll eat leaves. You throw tree nuts off of a tree, whatever, they'll eat it.
What if we throw Brando at them?
All right, Joe. Now we're getting a little too far.
Will they eat souse?
Probably. I mean, they'll cannibalize each other probably. But no, that was a mobster reference. I don't know if you knew that or not. Mobsters used to do that.
Eat Brandon?
No, they used to throw people into the eat with the hogs.
Okay.
Yeah, sleep with the fishes.
I thought you weren't a mobster.
I'm not.
How do you know this?
From watching documentaries.
Watching documentaries.
Yes.
And you're like, I'm not a mobster. I think you are.
All right.
Where's your family from?
What's that supposed to
Where are
mean?
they from? Answer the question.
They're from Italy.
Okay.
Sicily, to be exact. My grandmother.
I swear to God, if you cut off one of my fingers, I will haunt you.
I have no purpose to do that.
I'm telling you. I'm letting you know. I'm letting you and your cronies know right now.
For the
I
record,
don't know anybody money. I'm good. So stop.
Joe, I have no ill will towards anybody. I'm not a part of any association for any groups or anything
but you
like that.
subtly always drop little mobster hints throughout the show.
You referenced something that happened in history.
Brando got eaten by a hog?
No, what the story of it is there would be people that would do wrongdoings that would, go against the mob of whatever else. If they had a debt or something, they didn't pay it. They would be tossed over to the hogs and they would eat them alive.
You know far too much for somebody who claims they're not a mobster.
Dude, I went to the Mobster Museum when I was in Vegas.
If I disappear and I'm not here tomorrow, everyone's going to be questioning you now. I hope
Exactly.
you realize that.
All right, let me state it clear. I am not a part of the mob. I'm not. I don't know what else to tell everybody. Like, do I need a Bible in here to clarify?
What's your favorite mobster movie?
I don't like the way this is going because my favorite movie of all time is The Godfather.
Oh no!
I mean,
come on, right?
It was nice knowing you all.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. It's just a movie. Francis Ford Coppola. There's nothing wrong with it. I even said Godfather Part 3 was awful, but it had to be put in there to finish his storyline.
I will not go through a toll booth with you in a car. Just letting you know. If there's a toll booth, I'm going to walk around. You can pick me up on the other side.
Joe, I'm not Sonny. I'm not getting targeted. I hope I'm not. Like,
oh, now it's I hope. Now it's present tense.
Joe,
you hope or you know. Those
I
are
hope
two
not.
very different things.
We're going down a wrong rabbit hole here. Good Lord. Joe has really put me in a corner here.
No, I haven't done anything. Why are you defensive? Why are you sweating? What about this?
Am I sweating?
What about this? I think The Sopranos sucked. Terrible show.
Everybody has their own opinion.
That make you mad?
No. Why would it make me mad?
I'm just curious.
Joe, that should not make me mad, and it won't.
I have to admit, that was pretty good bait, though.
It was. He threw it in there. It was like one of the lures that he used from Mike at Kentucky Lake out of his bass.
Brandon, I'm concerned about you. Now, getting back to your skillet, right?
Okay, yes, back to the hog. Thank you very much. Back to skillet.
He went to hog heaven
correct
a year ago, right?
Correct. About a year ago or so. I still have the picture of the cooler. Yeah.
Oh, great.
I had to make sure it was.
Did you show him the cooler before? Like, here's your resting place, pal.
No, I brought 2 coolers with me because I split the hog with a friend of mine that it was actually kin to Barrett.
Okay.
So I split the hog with him, and we both got half a rack of ribs. We got pork steaks, pork chops, left the tail and the feet at the facility. Just didn't want it. That was about it. Yeah.
Why didn't you want the feet?
I don't know. I just don't think it's edible. It's kind of goes to our question of the day. It's something I don't care to eat.
Do people eat pigtail?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
are you serious?
My neighbor behind me told me that pigtail is like a delicacy from her home country.
What country is this? Because I'm not going.
Honduras.
I'm good.
Okay.
Pigtail?
Yeah.
All right. Now I got to look this up because I think you're pulling one on me.
No, that's what you said. No. I'm just saying. I did not. But no, yeah, pigtail is pretty popular in
all right, we'll look it up.
Countries.
All right, coming up next, our good friend Mike Keith will join us, the voice of the Tennessee Vols, having a big event on Saturday up in Clarksville. The Nashville Cats are playing. Mike's going to be the special guest. We'll talk to Mike about that. By the way, if you've not been to a Cats game in Clarksville, it is so much fun. It's so loud, and they got a pretty damn good football team. And the game this Saturday is against Albany, is for first place in arena ball. So we hope F&M Bank Arena is going to be packed up there on Saturday. But we'll talk to Mike Keith about that and a few other things. Coming up next is the Chase and Big Joe Show right here on 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back to the third hour of the Chase and Big Joe show, right on 102.5 The Game. Chase McCabe off today. Dr. Crane in studio. Brando behind the board. And I'm really looking forward to this, our next guest. He's one of the most genuine, caring, just coolest dudes you'll ever run across. He's a dear friend to all of us. He's a mentor to a lot of us. And we're excited to have him on. Welcome to the show, our good friend Mike Keith. Mike, good afternoon. How are you, buddy?
Joe, it's great to be on the show with you.
How are things going up in Knoxville?
It's good. Really busy right now. We've got the basketball team practicing, so we've had a look at that group, which is really fascinating. The football team is certainly working out every day, and that's far different from when you and I were coming up because, in essence, they have OTAs now too.
Right.
They don't just lift weights and run. They have the ability to be in a position where they can do things with their coaches. And, we have other teams doing things as well. But I think the thing that's big on the horizon for us is the change to Adidas, which comes July 2nd.
Oh, that's right.
So there's a lot of branding that is changing in all of our buildings. The equipment guys are running all over the place. Photo shoots for the different team calendars and such. It's really kind of wild because Tennessee has been Nike for just over a decade and now going back to Adidas. So a major transformation, not just with uniforms and shoes and the like, but also the buildings, because there's obviously been a lot of Nike around every one of our buildings, and with good reason.
Oh, that's interesting. I had no idea that. I knew it was happening. I didn't know it was happening July 2nd. So I always find that fascinating. It's funny when you're talking about that, I'm thinking about the NIL world, and you and I share an affinity for great Tennessee Vols football teams. And one of my favorite teams was that 1985 Sugar Bowl team, right? And I always think about, Mike, what would it be like the next year in the NIL world? How many guys would be getting so much money off that 85 Tennessee football team in the NIL world? I mean, it's astronomical, guys, how much they would have gotten made, because people would have come after that football team and taken players away.
Yeah, and the ones that would have stayed would have been treated like kings. I mean, Dale Jones certainly would have driven a nicer car.
Right.
I mean, the legends that were there in terms of what they did in the performance, many of them were back. So you're absolutely right. Yeah, they'd have all gotten a pay boost, or they'd have had the ability to go somewhere else and make a difference. That's for sure.
Well, I'm thinking like a Harry Galbraith, a Richard Cooper. I mean, the guys like linemen that don't get talked about enough that you and I know well. Rest in peace, Harry Galbraith, great athlete, but they'd have made, in that time, Mike, they'd have made so much money back then.
Harry, he's regarded, for your listeners who don't know, this, as arguably the greatest guard in Tennessee history, certainly the greatest guard in modern Tennessee history. And, he played with Bruce Wilkerson too, and Bruce Wilkerson only played in the NFL for however many years and played for the Raiders. The funny thing about that offensive line is they were kind of thought of as the no-names, and every one of them who participated on a regular basis, there were 6 of them that year that really played. Only one did not play in the NFL.
Holy, which one was that?
Todd Kirk.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh.
And I think he's still coaching, as a matter of fact.
Oh, that's right. That is just great. And real quick, one more on that 85 team. Had he not gotten hurt, Tony Robinson wins the Heisman Trophy in 85.
He wins the Heisman Trophy. Yeah, he wins the Heisman Trophy. Yeah. The publicity was such, and his dramatic style of play, the Alabama game in which he was hurt, Tennessee was about to really take control of that game when he got injured. And, at that point, you're going to win a big game at Legion Field. And, they don't tie Georgia Tech. They would have beaten Georgia Tech at home.
Right.
And I just think the build down the stretch, it would have been his. I will always believe that too.
And then, I know the Heisman Trophy would have been awarded before the Sugar Bowl, but to see him in that game, and I tell people all the time, if you want to go back and watch a butt kicking of a team that's not supposed to win, that 86 Sugar Bowl, 85 season, the 86 Sugar Bowl, when Tennessee took down Miami, is one of the greatest butt kickings of all time.
It's one of the greatest coaching performances that I've ever seen too.
Jimmy Johnson, one of the great all-time coaches in college and pro football, had a wonderful staff, had almost a pro football team in terms of what he had in that Miami club. And Tennessee's staff absolutely worked them over that night. We did a feature, and it's still up at the Tennessee Athletics YouTube channel. And we did a feature on that team, and it's amazing what the guys we interviewed said about December and how they prepared and what they knew. And honestly, Joe, the most amazing part of it to me is they were totally confident in winning that game, not because they were David against Goliath or anything like that. They just felt like they were better prepared. They thought they knew what was going to happen before it happened. And it played out according to script. You know, if Miami doesn't convert a fake punt early in the game, which they were prepared for and played wrong, then Miami might not have scored in that game.
That's right. That's good memory on that. It's funny you're bringing that up. If I can remember the four linebackers, Del Jones, Kelly Ziegler, Darren Miller, and Brian Kimbrough. Those four dudes. Yes.
Yes. And, you know, they were really something else. And, you know, that group was thought to be down because they had lost Alvin Tolles and Carl Zander to the NFL.
What a ride down that. Mike Keith is with us here on the Chase and Big Joe show. All right, Mike, Saturday you're going to be in Clarksville, Nashville Cats. What are you doing up there? And by the way, I'm telling you, the place is great. Brand new arena. It was loud. That's a great football team. How did you get with this on Saturday?
Well, Greg Pogue called me.
There's one.
Yeah, there's one. He invited me to be a part of it. First of all, anything involving Jeff Fisher, I'm in. You know, Jeff Fisher did more for me than I'll ever be able to do for him in a lifetime. And, you know, knowing his involvement, you know, that was a no-brainer for me. Greg and seeing what's happening up there, that's exciting. Was speaking of Harry Galbraith, Clarksville, Tennessee, awfully good place to me throughout the course of my career. And so all of those things factored in. But the other thing too, Joe, is I did 3 years of arena football. And I love that game, and I'm so glad that game is back because I think it is really, really entertaining, and I'm not surprised it's doing well. I think they've got it scaled properly now. They kind of understand that they've got to put more into each franchise instead of trying to make it a mini NFL, which is what happened when I was involved with it. But I just think it's awesome, and I'm glad it's back and that it's flourishing the way that it is.
Now, you grew up here in Nashville like I did. Isn't it crazy that I think Clarksville is now the fourth or biggest city in the state of Tennessee?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we're seeing this too, Joe, and this will kind of blow your mind in terms of what we're getting for students at the University of Tennessee. I mean, Knox County's number one, right? No surprise. Anderson County is right at the top of the list too. That's Oak Ridge, that's Clinton, that's a border county to Knox County. That's great. Then you go down the list. I mean, you're not out of the top two to where you get Davidson, Montgomery, Williamson, Rutherford. The 7 contiguous counties are right there in the top 10 in producing students that are attending the University of Tennessee now. And so that whole area to me, we saw it blow up together.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember running track meets at Montgomery Central when I was a freshman in high school. There wasn't a lot there, man. There wasn't, but all of it now to see it has really been special. And even 20 years ago when we took Titans training camp up there, we absolutely blew it out in terms of the number of people that we drew. So Clarksville's been on the rise for quite some time, and it's not surprising that they would be a great place for arena football.
You're naming off the counties. I thought you were going to go full Bill Hall on me with the weather updates.
Muhlenberg.
Oh, that's
Allen
great.
Barron. What was it? Allen, Barron, Butler. Yeah, he would go through them all. I was always waiting for Franklin City School.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. You had to get the scroll at the bottom, like yes. But see, all you rich kids at your private school, you had the scroll. Kids. You had your scroll at the bottom. Us guys at McGavick, we had the big screen, so we felt lucky.
Hey, listen, I didn't get to private school until high school. I went to public school for 10 years, so yeah, I got you there taking your private school shot. I appreciate it.
Don't worry, he does to me all the time, Mike. Going to Father Ryan, it happens.
Hey, if you can't love the Battleground Academy Wildcats, that's okay. That's all right.
It happens. Mike Keith's on the line with us here. Mike, when it comes to just your transition from the Tennessee Titans to now the Tennessee Vols, now that you have a full offseason to kind of get everything under your belt, how has that adjustment been for you going forward?
It's really interesting from the standpoint that basketball creates this different dynamic that I wasn't used to, because with basketball, not only do you play multiple times a week, but you're also playing while football is still going on. So you've got your football. The thing was, when I was in the NFL, you played a game on Sunday, and then you got ready for a game the next Sunday. And you can do that a little bit in September and October. But when you get to November, it's like, okay, we're going to play a football game on Saturday, and then we're going to play basketball on Monday, and we're going to play again on Wednesday, and then we're going to turn around and play on Saturday, and we're going to travel to Kentucky. So we're leaving on Friday. And, oh, by the way, we come back and we play basketball again Saturday afternoon. I love the broadcast part of it. I love the busy part of it. I got no problem with showing up to call games. I would call a game every day if I possibly could. The games are, a lot of broadcasters have said over the years that in the NFL, people say Monday through Saturday is what you get paid for. Sunday is free. And that's how it feels, about calling games. But the prep is crazy, because you're doing two very different kinds of prep, and the prep for college football is more complicated, in my opinion, than it is for pro football. So balancing the time and getting used to things starting to overlap in this consistent way, that has been a real learning experience. And doing basketball on radio for the first time in 33 years, that was a bit of a trick too.
Yeah, I'm sure your, spotter charts, along with just your charts in general, getting those little nitty-gritty facts about a player, it gets pretty vast.
It does, because like if it's an SEC game in football, well, you get a big release, and, you see SEC Network, and it's like, we're playing Vanderbilt. Well, I know who Diego Pavia is, and I know who all of the different members of the coaching staff are, and I know some history and things like that. When you're playing teams from the Gulf South or whomever in basketball, whatever conference it is, because there's so many more Division I schools, you can't get quite as much information. And so you're trying to dig for that as well. Being comfortable with being prepared enough, that was my biggest fear in all. Well, I have a lot of fears, but that was the biggest one, because when we're playing Georgia or Alabama, I can know something about them. I'll be okay. But when you're playing, somebody, a directional school, West Florida or somebody like that, then it's harder to get information. But, the challenge of it was so much fun, and it was so rewarding to get to work with so many different people and get to know so many different people.
Yeah, and kind of adding on to that, when you look at it from a football perspective, in the bowl game, the Music City Bowl, a place that, like you said, Sundays was your office for the most part. When you go back to that now and saying that, Tennessee versus Illinois, what was that feeling like for you to go back to a place where you spent majority of your professional career, and then now you're with Tennessee?
It was awful. I mean, it was really, I can tell you now, it was really, really hard. That was, and they ended up giving us the old booth, and it was done out of courtesy to me, which I appreciated. But there was a big part of me that was wishing that we would have just we were the visitors, so the visitors booth would have been fine with me. To walk in and to to feel all of the memories and to understand all of the people who had been in there over the years that had meant so much to my life. Not just broadcasting, but had, some of my very closest friends. We'd been there together with births. We'd been there together with deaths. We'd seen marriage and divorces. These are the sorts of things. It's real life. And, I didn't say anything. Nobody asked me the question, thank goodness, at the time. But I went over there the day before the game and just sat there and worked. And they were kind enough to let me in to just do some work because I needed to kind of feel that for a minute, or I'm not sure I could have functioned during the game. It was that emotional.
That's it's quite interesting. We're talking to Mike Keith here on the Chase and Big Joe show. Talking about, we talked about earlier about the 85 team, how those guys carried through their careers at Tennessee and everything. Now it's, with you, you have a whole new, 50, 60 guys maybe coming in this fall. The transition, and I'm not saying, you're just not like you're breaking rocks in the back of a parking lot. It's right. Just, but still it's changing, it's evolving, and you got a whole new roster. So when I tell people like, hey, there's a lot of motivation for the team last year that lost, a lot of those guys are gone. That's a whole new world for an announcer, I think.
It is. Yeah. 46 of our 105 players are new.
Ooh.
And so you're putting, the funny thing in preparing for like the NFL, if we played Buffalo in 2022, and then we were going to play them again in 2023, I would have to update my charts, and I would have to, add some rookies and add a big free agent or two, in terms of notes. But Joe, 75% of it, 80% of it stayed the same. The majority of my notes are about Josh Allen and, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I was updating our Tennessee notes the other day, and we have the majority of our production back on offense, which is totally different than a year ago. But there's still so many changes. It's crazy. It's crazy to think that, you're into this world where you've got all out free agency every single year. And what it reminds me of is of when I got to the Oilers in 98, we were only 4 years into free agency and the salary cap.
Right.
And so there was still all of this mystery about it. There were still teams trying to come up with deals to circumvent things. It still had a Wild West feel. And that's what this feels like. The only difference is everybody's a free agent. Right. Everybody is a free agent every single year. And so your concentration, and I saw this happening with the Tennessee basketball team in real time. You're playing in the SEC tournament. You're playing in the NCAA tournament. First round and second round, Sweet 16, Elite 8. People were working on next year's roster starting in December.
Wow.
Trying to anticipate, not necessarily specific players, Joe, but what they were trying to do was anticipate value due to metrics that they had figured out. It's like the Wagler kid from Illinois, the really great freshman.
Right.
He was a 3-star. So he came in making, very reasonable money. Now, he's going to go to the NBA, but in terms of the metrics that he put up for a Final Four team for Illinois, his number would have gone up 10 to 15 times, something crazy, based on what his production was. And then some people, they think they're going to hit the market and make a lot of money, and their number doesn't project the same way. So it's there were guys that they walked in and the team said, hey, we'll pay you X, and this is going to be your role. And those guys said, I'm worth more than that, went out on the open market. Some of them got it. Some of them didn't. Some of them called back and said, can I have the deal and come back? And the deal wasn't there anymore.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's completely different. Before I let you go, I bring you up all the time, Mike, when I go talk to high school journalism groups or even college journalism groups, because of something you told me one time. I asked you one time when you were still here, you were doing the PA for BGA, right? How long did you do that?
4 years. Yeah, I loved it.
And I said, why did you do that? And you told me, you said, I always want to be grounded to what got me in this business. Yeah. And I'm thinking, that's all. And I tell people, I'm like, go find what grounds you that got you into. That's why I love high school. You and I both love high school football.
I do.
Because that's what got us in. And I tell, whether it's lacrosse, football, basketball, I don't care. But in your level, be grounded in something. I thought that was one of the most impactful things anybody's ever told me. Because here you are, Mike Keith, yet on Friday nights, you were giving back because you want to be grounded to what got you started. I've always found that beautiful, Mike.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. Let me say one thing first. How I ended up doing the PA at BGA, my wife came home from a parents' meeting that I couldn't go to because I was doing a show. Our son was a freshman on the team, and every freshman parent had to volunteer for something. And they told her at this meeting that I wasn't able to attend, that if I would do the PA, she would never be asked to do anything. So my wife threw me completely under the bus.
Oh, that's great. But it was so great when you talked about this. Yeah.
Well, Jim Wyatt told the story too, because we were playing Father Ryan and Jimmy was there. And the Father Ryan students had a chat going back and forth when they were playing us. They're like, this guy doing the Mike Keith impersonation on the PA is terrible. This guy is awful. But the truth is, I did love it. I still do love it. The high school thing it's just a big deal for me because I just think it is the realest thing that is done in sports today. And, you know, how it affects everybody with mama, daddy, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, next door neighbors, people you go to church with, people in the band, cheerleaders, you know, pep club, everybody can be into it. And I think that's what's really special about it. And it's really special in our state. I appreciate you saying that, but that's just a really honest sentiment that from my standpoint, I have a good time wherever I go, man. I mean, people were saying, oh, you don't want to go to Starkville, Mississippi? Why not?
Yeah, right.
I went to Starkville, Mississippi twice this year in football and basketball. And I mean, it's a great atmosphere. All the places that I've gotten to be, I've always been really thankful for because this is what I wanted to do. And if you'd have told me I'd have gotten to do it, I probably wouldn't have believed you. So I'm very thankful about that. And it's still in the last Titans game I called was a meaningless game and we played lousy. And it was still fun to be there and fun to be a part of it. And, you know, the tennis wins are great. The losses aren't as great, but the ability to see a game at Bryant-Denny Stadium is a special thing. And I think you've got to be thankful for it if you're lucky enough to get to do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, Mike, to add on to the high school portion of that comment there, you know, like Joe has mentioned before, is it keeps you grounded. I think I was a sophomore in college. I went to visit my cousin up in Knoxville, and I was listening to the local radio, and I think they were celebrating like their 50th anniversary or 70th anniversary of like the longest standing high school sports show. And I think at Publix or something, I just turned on the radio and I heard your voice, and I guess you were a part of it. I'm not exactly sure what station it was. Maybe you can recall it, but it made me grow a better appreciation, not just for you specifically, but I've always respected you in the highest degree, but just in general, the aspect of high school sports, because it is the purest form of sport at its lowest level.
Yeah, you're nice to say that. Thank you. I mean, it's always an honor to be part of that. And I know Joe's worked with the TSSAA too. And what a remarkable job the people top to bottom at the TSSAA do. And listen, a lot of it's thankless. You know, you got coaches and administrators and media and everybody else, parents, you know, always got different viewpoints, and that's okay. I mean, they should, because they've got a stake in it. But to balance it all out and to make sure there's many opportunities as there can be for athletes, and to make sure that it's done as fairly and as first class and administrated as well as it is, it's a blessing for us to have those people who care so much. I'm sure they do in Kentucky. I'm sure they do in Alabama and Mississippi too. I just don't know them. But I do know, as Joe does, a lot of the TSSAA people, and they are remarkable human beings. They really, really are. They make it as good as they possibly can.
Amen with that. Mike, thank you. We could talk to you another 5 hours. Thank you. I know you're busy, man. Thank you. We will see you Saturday in Clarksville for the Cats game, man. Always a pleasure. Thank you, buddy.
I look forward to it. Thanks for having me on.
It's Mike Keith, the voice of the Vol. I mean, and I'm telling you, he's as good as dude as there is. And he was very generous with his time when Chase was starting out doing play-by-play, helping her with the boards and the charts, and he didn't have to. All he could would have said, "Hey, good luck, study hard, and do your best." And he was just went over how important this is and that is and other guys too as well. And he's just a pro, man.
I'm not saying there are people out there that don't care, but Mike Keith cares.
Yeah.
And it's not just for the person he's trying to help out. He cares for the profession. He cares because there's people that are going to be 10, 20 years down the line that are going to be in his shoes, that are going to have to fill those shoes. Amen. So I think to him to be able to express those kind gestures to other people, I think is fantastic.
He's great. All right, we'll take a break, come back more of the Chase and Big Joe show right here on 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back to the Chasing Big Joe show. Really thankful, Mike Keith. Such a good dude. Thank you, Mike. We'll see you Saturday up in Clarksville for the Nashville Cats game. Our question today is, what is a food you'll never eat no matter how hungry you are? We apologize. We've gotten so many responses. We tried to read as many as we could. Keep flowing them in there. What is one food you'll never eat no matter how hungry you are? Thanks for all the responses today for that. What's World Cup today? What are we looking for in the World Cup?
Portugal just tied with the DR Congo, which is, I'd say, somewhat of an upset. So
with who?
The DR Congo.
Okay.
So Portugal tied 1-1, which is not good for them. But for DR Congo, that's like winning 1,000,000 points. But it gets them standing points. That's all they need.
So did Ronaldo score?
No, he did not. Wow, João Neves did.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Who is
Hold up. Before we get to World Cup.
Yeah.
You pushing a little narrative on the text line about me?
What about it?
I think there are people responding, Dr. Crane acting like we haven't watched any of those documentaries. What
just come out and admit you're part of the mafia.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm not, and I will like to state that to the camera.
Do any of your relatives work for
No. None of my relatives work for Waste Management. None of my relatives work in some form of accounting or anything like that.
Why did you charge Brando $18 for a pack of cigarettes?
I don't smoke cigarettes.
Exactly.
No, it's not money laundering, Joseph.
Because you're doing with cigarettes.
No.
Right?
Just because you don't smoke them doesn't mean you don't sell them.
That's right.
You got
Walter White Jr.
Oh my goodness. No, it's not.
Yeah, Brando got to get you figured out.
Okay, go ahead. Figure me out.
By the way, we got to take another break.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's do another break. We'll come back with more of the Chasing. Maybe we won't. More of the Chasing Big Joe show right here. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show right here, 102.5 The Game, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. Brando, during the break, Dr. Crane was, again, protesting that he's not a mobster. That's all he was doing. Was like, I don't really, I mean, like, what's the Shakespeare line that thou protest too much?
Thou shalt do protest too much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
No, I do not want to embrace that.
Okay.
If only you guys knew the backstory, I do not want to embrace that.
Okay, whatever.
I just want to read a text real quick. Craig, he says, I'm from Nashville, Father Ryan. Shout out the Irish. There you go. I've watched probably 40 mafia documentaries. Learning facts about the mafia isn't hard. I'm with Dr. Crane on this one. Thank you very much.
As far as what? We're with you too. We don't want to get thrown in the river.
No, he's with me saying I'm not a part of the mob. So thank you very much.
Well, then when you say you're not, you are. So
I'm not.
We know how to play your little game.
We had it. I don't know if Craig is older than me or younger than me, but there was a professor, teacher, a teacher at Father Ryan by the name Coach Thompson. He actually coached a few things at Father Ryan, but he had a movie class, and we'd watch strictly like mobster movies.
Wait, what? In high school?
Yeah, we had a movie class.
I like this.
Yeah, it actually was pretty cool because it showed the history and evolution of how movies were made. And
did you ever see a mobster movie called Once Upon a Time in America?
No. Is that with Robert De Niro?
No, I forget who's in that. Maybe I don't remember. It's been a while. Good movie.
Yeah.
Good mobster movie. You should watch it and see. I'm like, oh, that's Uncle.
You're funny.
Uncle Julio.
Julio's not really Italian, but all right.
Or I don't know.
Jeff.
Something. Jeff's not Italian.
Jorge's
not Italian.
Giorgio.
What about Jeffrey? He was the giraffe from Toys R Us.
Oh, okay.
Probably got that laying around.
Gennaro.
Our question today is, what is a food you'll never eat again, no matter how hungry you are? Brando, our producer, says souse, which we figured out is just spam on steroids, right? It's a poor man's food. Is that what we discovered?
Yes, it is the most vile, disgusting thing on the planet.
All right, Dr. Crane, the food you'll never eat again is?
Hard-boiled eggs. They smell.
Do you like eggs, though?
Oh, I do. I could eat them sunny side up, over easy.
So why not hard? It's in the same family.
No, it's the way it's kind of cured. It's just gross. It stinks. I can't do it. I don't like the texture of it. It has like a jelly.
Because you're eating the shell. You gotta crack the shell, then eat the hard-boiled egg.
The yolk in the middle. Yeah, no, I'm good.
No, this is hard. You got to peel away the shell, right?
Yeah, I peel away the shell,
I don't think you're doing that. That's the problem. Peel away the shell and then eat the egg by itself. You'll be good.
Okay.
I gotta teach you more stuff. For me, it's green bean casserole is the most disgusting thing on earth.
Was that cold or hot when you ate it?
It was very cold.
Oh, even worse. See, green beans when they're cold is not great.
But when you're at 3:00 in the morning, and you're hungry and you've had a little bit too much to drink, you're going to eat whatever's in the refrigerator. So green bean casserole. That's why.
Okay.
So souse, hard-boiled eggs. And then what's the one that we all like? People hominy, was that the one that people texted in? That's like that's not bad.
Hominy, yeah, it's like dried up corn or whatever it is. Yeah,
hominy had a lot of defenders on the text line today. A lot of defenders that said hominy was good.
I feel like it'd be fantastic. I really would.
Hominy,
yeah.
What's the other one we had earlier that people were like
split pea soup or whatever?
People come to that defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of them. Split pea soup. It was like delicious.
Okay.
There's one that just Nevada.
There you go. Not Nevada,
Nevada. Josh, frozen lasagna. I love frozen lasagna.
Oh, I eat that constantly.
I mean, probably I'm not even breathing when I eat it. I just inhale it.
Frozen pizza is one of the greatest delicacies in the world.
All right, real honest question: Are you a pizza rolls guy or are you a bagel bites guy?
That is a question of the day. I am
tomorrow
50-50 on that.
Okay.
Because bagel bites are really good. But problem with pizza rolls, when you put them in your mouth, they're either cold or 8,000 degrees. Right?
Yep. You're right.
So there's never a fine medium of pizza rolls.
Right.
I can never get it correct.
So do you have to put the pizza roll on top of the bagel bite? Is that what I'm getting at?
No, that's a good idea though. But bagel bites probably, because I can time those in an air fryer pretty good.
Okay.
which is sad. That's how sad my life is. I can time an air fryer for a bagel bite.
So Josh has clarified store-bought frozen lasagna. Makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
That does.
That does.
All right, we're back on track. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have celebrity birthdays. And what day is it? America's most popular segment. It's coming up next right here on 102.5 The Game. Hey guys, Big Joe here. And listen, one of my favorite parts of the show is this right here. We talk about mental health for men and how we need you to go to therapy. It's a big part of our show, a big part of what we do because we love you. We tell you all the time that our world's a better place because you are here. That's why we're so honored to be partnering with UnityCares.com. UnityCares.com is the place to go if you need to talk, get things off your chest. If you're going through anxiety or depression, UnityCares.com is here for you. It's based right here in Middle Tennessee, not some faraway place, based right here in Middle Tennessee. And their only goal is to get you back living the life you deserve. But I need you to go to the website at unitycares.com. I need you to go there and see what all they offer, what all they can do. And the question I get often asked about a lot is, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to go. Got you covered. UnityCares.com has everything you need right there on the webpage to start. How do you pay? How do you go about it? And they offer telehealth. It's private, it's secure, it's confidential. It is great. I need you to go. If you're struggling or need to talk to somebody, that is where you need to go. And listen, you don't have to go through any of this alone. That's the most beautiful thing about this. There are people who care about you and want you to do well, no matter what you're going through. And I tell you all the time, going to therapy changed and saved my life. Opening up and talking about things that a lot of people are going through really, really helped. And I want the same for you. We talk all the time about God's love for you and how great our world is. That's because you're a part of this, right? So if you're struggling, please go to the website and get started today. The website again, unitycares.com. It's unitycares.com. All right, welcome back to the final segment of the Chase and Big Joe show. DVD coming your way at 3 o'clock today. Really, thank you to all the interaction on the text line, the phone calls. This has been another amazing day on the text line. I tell people all the time that our audience at the game is great, but from 12 to 3, you guys are absolutely wonderful because we got over 100 text messages on which is great, about the one food you'll never eat again, no matter how hungry you are.
Do we have time to read Doug's real quick?
Yeah.
He has something on never eat again. That's scrapple. Scrapple. It is a savory mush made from pork scraps, trimmings, often including organ meat, combined with cornmeal, buckwheat, flour, and spices. It is cooked, cooled, sliced, and pan-fried until crispy.
Scrapple.
Scrapple.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, scrapple.
So he's eating letter tiles. That's probably why it's not good.
Not Scrabble, scrapple with a P.
Hey, where's the Q? What's the guy's name? Doug?
Doug and Franklin.
Doug's eating the Q and the Z.
SCRAPLE. Scrapple.
Spell it again.
SCRAP.
Scrapple. I need to write that down.
Yeah.
This is great. You guys are fantastic. Souse, scrapple, hominy, split pea soup.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. You guys are amazing. All right, with that, Brando, hit it, buddy. Time for what day is it in celebrity birthdays? What day is it, Dr. Crane?
All right. First, we have Global Garbage Man Day, taking out all this nasty food people don't want to eat. Let's see here. National Apple Strudel Day. I'll eat that. World Day to combat desertification. That'd be the desert and the drought. There you go. World Croc Day. Crocodiles.
Excuse me, World what day?
Croc. Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were going someplace else with that, Brando.
Nope, not there. Stewart's Root Beer Day. National Eat Your Vegetables Day. So, Joe, make sure you eat your vegetables.
I will.
In your split pea soup that you can eat later.
Barf. Is that it?
That's it.
You need to say that was it.
I'm sorry. That is the end of the list, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
To the Chase and McDowell
Time for celebrity birthdays. Get these within 2. Brando, who is our permanent fill-in. You go first, Brando. All right, here we go. First birthday. How old is former Cincinnati Reds shortstop, World Series champion, Dave Concepcion?
Dave Concepcion, 68.
64.
78. Dr. Crane, how old is hockey guy Mike Milbury?
Oh, boy. 71.
62.
74. Brando, how old is Olympic speed skater, Dan Jansen?
55.
61.
61, exactly. Job, Dr. Crane.
Thank you.
Dr. Crane, how old is former Pittsburgh Steeler offensive lineman DeMonte Dawson? Bad dude.
68.
51.
61. Brando, how old is former Detroit Lions kicker who kicked in the league for 80 years, Jason Hansen?
Yeah, he did kick for a long time. 49.
47.
56. Dr. Crane, how old is Popeye Jones?
They say Popeye the Sailor. I was like,
do you know who Popeye Jones' son is?
I don't.
Former National Predator player?
Seth Jones, really?
Seth Jones.
Oh, all right, let's go 58.
69.
56. Nick's up 3-0. Brando, how old is Venus Williams?
Venus Williams, 42.
40.
46. Now, Dr. Crane, get this correct because you love this guy. How old's Barry Manilow?
Barry Manilow, 83.
78.
83, right on. Brando, how old is Thomas Hayden Church, the actor? He was Sandman, I think, in Spider-Man movies.
Let's go 59.
57.
65. Dr. Crane, how old is Greg Kinnear? Actor?
Let's go 54.
63.
63, exactly. It's now 5-2. Now, this guy, it takes a lot to make me laugh, but Will Forte, who's on SNL, is one of the funniest guys on the planet. Brando, how old is Will Forte?
53.
49.
56. Quit saying 49. All right, here we go. Speed round. Dr. Crane, friend of the show, comedian Joe Piscopo. How old is he?
47.
55.
75. Brando, actor Mark Lynn Baker. He was on Perfect Strangers.
Good show. 64.
67.
72. Dr. Crane, how old is director Bobby Farrelly, who directed Dumb and Dumber, and There's Something About Mary?
Oh, let's go 77.
82.
68. Dr. Crane, you and I share an affinity for Dumb and Dumber.
I know. Sipping on some of Grandpa's old cough medicine.
Brando, how old is actor Jason Patrick? He was in The Lost Boys and one of the worst movies ever, Speed 2.
73.
70.
60. Dr. Crane, how old is Latin pop singer Paulina Rubio?
44.
48.
55. Brando, how old is country singer Mickey Guyton?
54.
32.
43.
Really?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Dr. Crane, how old is rapper Kendrick Lamar?
Kendrick Lamar is 41.
38.
Oh, he's 39. That makes it 5-3. Two more real quick. How old is Brando is singer Kevin Thornton of Color Me Bad? I have no idea which one of the four he is, but he's in Color Me Bad.
Yeah, me either. I'm going to say 62.
60.
He is 57. And with that, it's over. Nick, you win 5-3. But Brando, you get tomorrow.
Yeah.
You'll be back
Chance
tomorrow.
to bounce back.
You got this.
Brando's with us tomorrow, too. Tomorrow we're live at Bar Lines at the Omni. Come down and say hi. Be down there all day.
Take a few pictures.
Good show, buddy.
Thank you as always.
I'm
Appreciate Chase letting me sit in as usual.
Brando, thanks for letting us know how awful South is. So we appreciate that.
You know, if I can contribute anything to society, it's that I can die happily from Nick Frazier's mafia bossness, knowing that I educated people on how awful South tastes.
Oh, but I'm not in the mafia, but whatever.
I promise you I'm not.
I'll probably never see you guys after today's show, but that's all right.
For the listening audience, I am not. I just these guys, they love it.
Sure, whatever, man. Thank you, Dr. Crane. We'll see you tomorrow at the Omni. Brando, thank you. Thank you all the calls and texts. You guys and gals are wonderful. We love you. Hey, listen, we close the show every day with the message of mental health. Guys out there, you just heard the commercial earlier. If you're struggling, you know, I know the dark clouds and sometimes you feel like you're not getting anywhere, you're doing good. You're doing good. Just know that you're doing good. And know this, you still in your life have not met all the people who are going to love you. That's why we need you here. We need you here because our world is a better place because you are here. I say it all the time. Know how much we love you. And more importantly, more than anything else in the world, know how much God loves you. DVD's next, folks. Have a great afternoon.